The first game was supposed to be here at Wildcat Stadium against Bonnie Lake. That was going to be a Friday night. We were all ready for a big, kickoff weekend with Eastmont on Friday and Wenatchee on Saturday, and the whole thing got messed up with the field conditions here. They got a little bit too much water, and then they tried to do some, work to the field, and the tractor made a big mess. So they had to wait on that. So then they were going to play it at the Apple Bowl, and then we had smoke with fires, and that whole game got canceled. You know what, Grant? Eastmont, of course, the next week went to Post Falls and lost last week in a last-second touchdown to the Trojans. I still think that they were affected by that cancellation from the previous week against Bonnie Lake.
I was going to ask you that. They're a team now that comes into tonight's game with one game under their belt. Davis has two, so it gives Coach Dumas a little bit more opportunity to see what he's got there.
I guess if you're Eastmont, when you look at this, it gives them a little more film study, because Davis has two games where Eastmont only has one. I don't know, you try to draw all the conclusions you can, but also on top of everything else, besides the fact that they're finally playing their second game of the season in week 3, it's homecoming, and homecoming week can have a whole different effect on football players.
Distractions, dances coming up, king candidates, queen candidates, all that stuff that high school kids go through. They're going through it there. They went through it this week, so we'll see if they can stay focused tonight, but I'm thinking they will, Eric, just because they didn't have a game last week, and I think that kind of makes them a little more sharp maybe for tonight.
Yeah, definitely so. And talking with the guys this week, and we'll have Coach Foster coming up on our pregame show along with a senior, Dax Dixon. They were more focused this week probably than they ever would be during homecoming, because they're coming off of that loss.
They're so eager to get on the field and play somebody besides themselves in practice. So, I can see them doing that, coming out very quickly here tonight.
As Grant mentioned, it turned out to be a beautiful night. Earlier today here in the Wenatchee Valley, for those of you that are watching that don't live here maybe, it looked like L.A. in the 70s here earlier today. I mean, you could taste the air. It was not good. And they were seriously discussing moving this game to Quincy, which would have precluded us from being able to broadcast it live. But thankfully, the skies have literally cleared. It is a beautiful night for football.
This is probably the best it's been smoke-wise in the last couple of days here. At 4 o'clock, we were at 154 a number. That's over the 150 where you're supposed to be playing. And then by 5 o'clock, it dropped to like 130, and I think now we're about 90-something. So it's getting better as we're going along.
So it's still in that hazardous zone, or, for people that are affected by it.
Unhealthy for sensitive
The
groups.
officials have the opportunity, and they've been given this, to take an extra timeout during the first half, an extra timeout during the second half, to give everybody a break if the smoke is bad.
I don't think we're going to need it tonight. I really don't. It smells the best it has, like I mentioned,
definitely
in a few days.
Well, we're going to talk X's and O's. We're going to talk about the matchups coming up. Are you ready for some football? We certainly are here on the NCWLIFE channel. It's Eastmont. It is Davis. It's homecoming 2025. Back with more right after this. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat. Welcome back here on the pregame show on the NCWLIFE channel. Had to don the specs during the commercial break because I can't see otherwise. Let's talk a little X's and O's here, Grant. The Davis Pirates come in. They're 1-1 on the season. They're averaging over 21 points a game. That's not bad. But basically, it's a run or a passing attack for the Pirates.
56 yards rushing in those two games, over 600 yards passing for Davis in those first two games. So, not quite a balanced attack from Davis, but there's a reason for that. I don't know if their best running back played the first 2 weeks, weeks, but you can talk a little more about that.
Yeah, so LaDainian Dennis is out tonight. He stretched a hamstring last week in their loss, and so he's out tonight,
Right.
which could be a factor, as far as any running game at all.
Kid's a stud.
So
that's a big loss.
It's going to be Noah Newkirk all night long. He's their quarterback, wears number 13, a diminutive one, but sometimes those guys can disappear behind the offensive line. They got a pretty good wide body offensive line, not so much the height, and he runs things kind of like a point guard. He's a lot like Brady J out of Moses Lake.
That's what I'm kind of thinking that he's like too. Probably a scrambler, get out of the pocket, make some plays happen. As you mentioned, 5'6", 150 pounds, so he's not very big, but he's probably very quick, and that's something Eastmont's going to have to kind of keep in check tonight.
It's a tale of two cities they talk about, because Eastmont comes in. They ran 311 yards last week in the loss to Post Falls. They're a running team. We know that.
Absolutely.
It's the wing tee, and we expect more of that ground and pound for Eastmont tonight.
But as you mentioned, you talked to Coach Foster a couple of weeks ago, and he was thinking about maybe mixing it up a little bit more, and I'm really anxious to see if they're going to let Peyton Zielinski kind of put it in the air tonight a little bit more than they might, but they're going to have to get that ground game going first, and that's their bread and butter.
Yeah, definitely so. And Austin Zielinski is the leading ground gainer for the Wildcats.
Right.
But they got a bunch of guys that can pack the rock. And also in our preseason interview with Coach Foster, he talked about the fact that during the summer, they timed everybody on the team, and they had 20 players that ran under a 5-second 40-yard dash. That's fast.
That is amazing. It really is. I bet not a lot of 4A schools that can say that. That is pretty impressive. So maybe we'll see some of that speed here tonight.
Also, one thing to watch, you talk about that passing attack, or at least trying to be a little balanced. They've used it a couple of times so far this season. We've seen Bodie Yale with that double pass, that halfback option where they throw it out to him in the flat, and then he'll crank it up and launch it. Baseball player, pitcher, he's got the arm, so watch for that for number 2.
Are you predicting that tonight?
I'm predicting that.
I think that's a pretty good prediction, especially it's their second game, opening night of the Big Nine. I think we could see something like that tonight.
Yeah, and for both these teams, it's their opening night in the Big Nine. In fact, everybody across the Big Nine, it's their opening game in conference play. Everybody still has the option and the availability of a Big Nine championship, so it starts here tonight.
It sure does. We're looking forward to it. The crowd's showing up here. It's a beautiful night. I'm ready for some football.
And it's homecoming, so we've got an extended halftime as well, with the Royal Court to be crowned.
And we'll bring them some of that.
Oh, absolutely. That'll be the first thing we do. Are you kidding me? Because Grant's got to put his tiara on. So, we'll get ready for
it's in the booth.
Yeah, homecoming.
Right.
Coming up, we've got more of our pregame show where I talk to Coach Jay Foster. I also talk to Dax Dixon. That's on the way, as well as our starting lineups and the kickoff for 2025. Finally, week 3.
Finally.
We got football here on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll come back with more right after this.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure, on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, one giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value, toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary bacon cheddar pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $2,500.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Pre-game show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel as we get ready for homecoming tonight. Davis in Eastmont. Jay Foster joining us now. Let's go back to last week. I know you don't want to talk much probably about that last second come from behind win for Post Falls. Talk about what you learned and what the team learned from that game.
Well, personally, I learned that, you know, what statistics say and analytics tell you to do doesn't always come out. Statistically, not going for two down the stretch is supposed to be just a wash.
Sure.
Except for the fact that we should have gone for two, because in the end it would have counted.
Right.
It would have helped us. But so a little more on pay attention to some old school football things as opposed to the analytics. The other one was at the end of the game for me personally is down when they were down towards the end zone. We're a pretty good goal line team. Throw or pass or run, and we went with a different package, and that's something that I'm kicking myself for too. But I think that the biggest thing to take away from that game, they were big and physical and a tough football team, and we stood toe to toe with them. Offensively, we talked going in this season. You know, we want to be able to throw the ball better. We don't have to throw it a lot. We just need to throw it more efficiently. And I think we were, and we had 420 some odd yards, I think, last week of offense, and you know that should have gone to at least 4 touchdowns, and you know if not more. The little things. We just got to clean up all the little things.
Finishing.
Yep,
we talk about that all the time, right?
Exactly.
Timeout. Well, they've got just a handful of seconds left. I know that was to rest the defense and make sure you got the right stuff in there. Is that something that maybe in the future you don't call a timeout there, or I mean?
No, because we're winning the game.
Yeah.
You know, we got to win the game right there.
Yeah.
And you know, with 12 seconds, 18, whatever it may be, you know, there's still, in my opinion, we're still not built for let's go the length of the football field in 12 or 15 or 20 seconds. You know, it's just not us. If it's worked within the course of the game, which I think we saw, I mean, and the young man you're going to talk to here in a bit, Dax, had a big touchdown catch with 50 some odd seconds left to put us ahead, and he had another catch earlier in the game, and he was wide open on one that, you know, you wish you could have back a little bit.
Sure.
But that, as part of our game, that's the things that were pleasing for me.
Davis tonight, they graduated that all-world running back from last year, but they've got another guy that can run the football. They got a young, scampering quarterback. What do you expect from them in this game tonight?
Well, I think, you know, the way our D-line played last week and what they've shown up to this point, I think they're going to have to throw the football to beat us, and they can. The quarterback's, he's second in the conference right now in throwing. He doesn't make a mistake, which has been impressive. You know, they've thrown the ball. We've got him on film throwing the ball over 90 times in 2 games, and he doesn't have an interception yet, and he's only been sacked 4 times. I don't think they protect him all that well, but he makes tremendous decisions. He knows when to get rid of the football. He's one of the few quarterbacks in the league that will go from one read to the next read, you know, and he doesn't hesitate and wait to see if somebody's open. He knows where they're going to be. So I've been really impressed with him on film. He impressed me last year when we played him. And now that there's even more of an emphasis on him and an onus on him for their success, I really think the kid's stepped up. So that, I think, is going to be a challenge for us.
With your moving parts, and I know you're still settling in on guys on the offensive line, maybe more than the defensive line, how are you liking the line play? Need to clean it up a little bit? Or?
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
But we ran for over 300 yards last week, you know, and those guys up front have started to come together, and I don't know if it didn't seem to affect who was in there as far as getting those yards.
Sure.
So I don't be surprised if you continue to see 8 guys play. Okay. You know, because that's a nice problem to have. Yeah, it is a great problem to have, and so they've all deserved it. We've always talked about that. If we've got guys who can play varsity football, we want them to give them a chance to play varsity football.
Homecoming week can be sometimes a distraction. How's the practices been this week as you get ready for this homecoming game tonight?
Not bad. I think the guys did a really good job of staying focused when they were here on the practice field. We allow them to enjoy homecoming. It's part of high school, you know, and so I try not to be the old curmudgeon. So we let them do some of those things. You know, I'm just one of those that, you know, knock on wood, I just don't get hurt. You know,
yeah, right.
Doing something silly. But
do you guys do the powder puff football or the basketball game or something like that?
They did volleyball.
Oh, okay. I just think strained ankles.
I don't want to say. There's some sort of cheerleading things with all the sports, and we've got a couple guys involved in that. Right. So handling it.
Well, keep them healthy tonight, and we'll talk to you afterwards after a big Eastmont win. How about that?
Thanks, Eric.
All right, there you go. Jay Foster joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and talk to another senior, Dax Dixon, coming up next here on the NCWLIFE channel as we get ready for Eastmont and Davis. Stay right there.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtimes.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel as we talk to Dax Dixon, who is in a senior year now. It seems like you've been here for quite a while, Dax.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's all now. I mean, senior year is kind of crazy.
Your coach was just telling me that he's an old curmudgeon. Do you find him to be an old curmudgeon?
I mean, not really, but I mean, sometimes his post-practice speeches get a little long.
Oh, yeah, because you got other things like homecoming stuff to do. How's it been with homecoming this week?
It's good. I mean, out of all the years, I mean, I feel like this year especially has been the most locked during homecoming season, because I mean, we have been in the past where like we're focused on other stuff, but I feel like we're focused on one goal. So
does it, I don't want to say a loss helps, but does it help coming off of Post Falls and to be set in and focused with homecoming week?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with the loss, I mean, we went into that game thinking we were going to win. I mean, as any team would.
You should, right?
Yeah. And we definitely had that mentality going into the game. And I mean, with the yards we had, and we should have won the game, but we just couldn't finish where we needed to finish. And in the end, we needed to execute, and we couldn't. So with that chip on our shoulder, I feel like we were even more locked than we needed to be for this game. So
I know they move you around like a chess piece quite a bit. They list you as a tight end. That makes you a de facto offensive lineman, basically. Do you see yourself that way, or do you see yourself as more of a I'm a playmaker kind of guy?
I'd like to see myself as a playmaker, but I'm kind of, especially with the wing tee, it's more lineman than anything else. But I mean, since rest of the season, I've been bulking, so I mean, obviously I'm huger, bigger. So.
Yeah. Well, no, huger, that works. So talk about this matchup with Davis. You guys have been watching film, you're prepping. What do you expect?
We expect what Davis does. I mean, it's not really changed, but I mean, losing Lance McGee's their biggest downfall, but they don't run too much stuff different. They've lost a couple guys, lots of guys. And so, I mean, with that, we're just going to do what we did last year and execute where we came short last year.
Is it more focus on yourself and just concentrate on Eastmont, not so much Davis?
In a way, yeah.
Especially with this being just your second game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, lots more play work, especially this week. I mean, looking at the small details where we saw in Post Falls, where obviously we're big I don't know how to say it, like missed blocks or like missed reads where we needed to
just execution or a lack thereof.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when you're not wrestling or playing football, what do you like to do?
Rugby. I mean.
Okay. That's right. I mean, you've had national exposure with rugby, right?
Yep. This last summer, I went to Italy and Netherlands, and then last November I went to Dubai. So I'm pretty blessed with that experiences.
So is that your future? Do you think football's just kind of getting you ready for rugby?
Yeah.
Because that's a spring sport, right?
Yeah. So for sure I'll be going to college to do rugby somewhere.
Okay.
I still rugby's weird. You have to get into the school before they let you play, but
right.
I mean, I've been talking to schools.
With that international travel, does that kind of whet your appetite for wanting to do more of that in your future, regardless of sports?
Yeah, I mean, each time I go, it's just another level up. I mean, USA has pretty bad rugby compared to everywhere else in the world. So it's kind of cool to see where I have to be at if I do want to play at the next steps.
So tight end here with American football, what's your position in rugby? I mean, that's kind of mixed mash, isn't it?
Yeah, in the Valley, in the Wenatchee Valley Schoolhouse, I play mostly fullback, which is basically the safety would be the equivalent.
Okay.
And then like when I went to Italy, I played wing, which is kind of like the receiver or like in that corner kind of type.
What can you take from rugby into football? I mean, as far as telling your teammates, okay, we need to get in this scrum, right?
Yeah, I would say just ball handling skills. I mean, you're catching the ball repeatedly and you're running into open space. I mean, it's basically football. As soon as you get the ball, it's going.
Sure.
Conditioning a lot too.
Were you hoping for a rugby type play with the last seconds of that game last week in Post Falls? I mean,
yeah, kind of.
That would have come in handy, right?
Yeah, we got enough kids to do it, but I don't know if the coaches would be up to do it. There's quite a few of us.
You got to
the
practice
rugby
it
team.
first, I suppose.
Yeah.
Pastimes. What do you like? Hobbies or anything like that?
Besides sports. I mean, I don't really play video games, but if my friends are on, I'll hop on. Like, mostly Fortnite or Minecraft right now, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha. College. I mean, what do you want to do with your education and your work future and all that? Do you have that figured out yet?
Yeah, I have a general idea. Okay. I was wanting to go into some medical, like either dentistry, like my dad, or like a business, or you possibly do both and try to do something with that.
Okay, all right. Well, best of luck here tonight. Thanks for taking the time. We appreciate it. We're going to come back and get you the starting lineups and get you the kickoff for homecoming 2025 for the Eastmont Wildcats as they welcome in the Davis Pirates. We'll have more coming from Eastmont's Wildcat Stadium next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
And welcome back once again here to Wildcat Stadium. We are down with the officials for our coin toss, and the captains are out there here at center field at Wildcat Stadium as Mike Penning handles the toss of the coin. Davis, of course, the visitors, they have the choice. And we'll eavesdrop in on the coin toss here. It looks like Eastmont won. They had the right to choose, so it looks like they defer. So Davis... Oh, no, they'll take the ball. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's not usually the choice. That's confidence on offense, maybe, right?
Yeah, just took a mouthful of smoke, apparently, here, Grant. Okay. Okay. So let's take a look at the starting lineups here for tonight. So we'll start with Eastmont on offense, since that's where they chose to start things. At right tackle, it's Aiden Shiflett, a 6'2", 260-pound junior. Right guard is Nash Mosier, a 5'10", 235-pound junior. The center is Riker Hall, a 5'8", 207-pound senior. Rylan Walt is the left guard. He's a 6'2", 250-pound junior. The left tackle is Derek Plank, a 5'11", 190-pound junior. The wideouts for the Wildcats here starting tonight is Colt Mosier, a 5'10", 130-pound senior, and James Meyer, a 6', 140-pound senior. The wingbacks for the offense, Ethan, okay, I just wrote down the pronunciation of his name. I want to make sure and get it right here. I asked Coach Foster, I said, hey, help me out, please. It's Akbodiet, I think.
It looks like Akbodite.
Yeah, it does look like Akbodite, but is Akbodiat, and he will start in the backfield here for the Wildcats, and he is a 6', 195-pound sophomore. Austin Zielinski, 5'8", 175-pound sophomore. The tailback is Bodie Yale, 6', 192-pound senior, and the quarterback Peyton Zielinski, a 5'7", 150-pound junior. We'll get to the defensive starters for Davis coming up. We have the ball up on the tee, and we're about ready for kickoff here on the NCWLIFE channel. The kicker for the Pirates is also their PAT guy. It's Christopher Munguia. And Munguia has it teed up at the 40-yard line as we're ready to go here on a pleasant night for football here in East Wenatchee, Washington. Comes down to the up man. That's Bodie Yale. He's got some speed to the 25, 30, 35, and trying to slip a tackle there. He won't as he gets it across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Great start for Eastmont here in good field position.
That's what you do to take advantage of a short kick. He took that at about the 20-yard line, and with his speed, he can make something happen. Great field position for the Wildcats.
So 11:54 remaining here in quarter number one, just underway after the kickoff. Eastmont sets the offense ball right hash mark as they send a receiver wide to the far side of the field to the Davis side. The split back over there is Akbodiat. And it is Zielinski in the backfield along with Bodie Yale. And now we get whistles coming. And hold on, what's going on here? I don't see a flag down.
No, I don't either.
And Davis, were they motioning to a timeout for Davis? Oh my, not the way you want to start the game for sure if you're Coach Dumas and the Pirates.
Looks like maybe some wrong personnel out there because they had 11 players I counted as soon as they blew the whistle, so it wasn't that. I think just the wrong personnel out there.
Holy cow. Well, that gives us a chance to look at speaking of, the defensive lineup here for the Pirates coming in with a record of 1-1. The nose tackle is Reek Lamelli, a 5'7", 290-pound sophomore, about as wide as he is tall. The defensive tackle, Rolando Ramos, 5'10", 240. He's a sophomore. Leo Lopez, one of the defensive ends, of 5'6", 250-pound senior. The other is Robert Garcia, a 6', 200-pound junior. Eastmont will bring their wingbacks in tighter here as a 4-man defensive front, 5-man defensive front for Davis. They want to stop him up front. Handoff, Bodiel cuts across midfield to the 40.
Horse collar
should be called, and here comes the flag, so they'll get yardage on top of it as Bodiel takes the first gain of the game all the way into Davis territory down to the 36-yard line. So they'll add yardage after the fact with our first penalty of the ball game. We'll keep a track of that here as well tonight. That's something for Eastmont, that they've had kind of a bugaboo about here over the last several years, and it was also the case last week in Post Falls. Just penalties.
That's been what, Eric? We've talked about it for at least 3 years now. These great teams, and they just hurt themselves.
So this one comes against Davis. It'll be for 15 yards, so add that to the end of the run. So it'll be first down for Eastmont down to the 20-yard line. Ball right hash mark. Snap is back to Zielinski. He'll hand it off, and a dive play. We got a flag down, so this one could be coming back after the running play, this time on the carry for the Wildcats. It was number 23. They try to mix it up front, does Eastmont, and that carry was by Javon Britton. I'll tell you, Britton, leading ball carrier last week with over 120 yards.
They have a running game. I'll tell you, they can just bring these freshmen and sophomores in every year. But Britton had some carries last year.
So the penalty is marked against Eastmont. That'll be a holding call. So first down and 20 after the penalty marked off to the 30-yard line. So first down over again from the 30 after the penalty. And for Eastmont, they've got Britton in the backfield as a tailback behind Peyton Zielinski, who is, that tailback is about a foot away from the quarterback. Here's Akpo Diat, and he'll take it back to the original line of scrimmage on a good carry there. And right now, Eastmont up front, basically just finding big holes for the running attack.
The offensive line just blowing holes, especially over that right side. Excellent job. 2 nice runs, 22 yards and 10 yards.
Akpo Diat there with a gain of 9 yards. They'll put him down at the 21, so it'll be second down 11 for Eastmont. Bodie Yale back in the backfield with Zielinski, and they'll send a man in motion. That's Austin in motion. Handoff this time, short gain inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Good job up front defensively for Davis this time, and we're going to get a whistle as one of the Wildcats is down. Ooh, don't like to see that, holding a knee after that short gain. It will be third down for the Wildcats coming up. The ball will be at the 18-yard line after the 3-yard gain by Bodie Yale.
And I think it's number 62, Eric Riker Hall.
Well, definitely not what you want to see, especially with it being a senior and reaching down for the knee. And he was at the point of attack, right where he's making that block.
Nice starting drive for the Wildcats. On the ground as we expected so far. Haven't seen anything through the air yet, but nice way to start for the Wildcats. Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, he is. He won't even put any weight on it, so Riker Hall will get assistance over to the bench area. Meanwhile, taking a look at the rest of the defense here for Davis. The cornerback is Aiden Tikamua. Also along with Trajan Walker. The linebackers are Joel Rosellas and Isaiah Franco. The outside linebacker, Franco Ramos. And the safeties, DeAnthony Wiggins and Amari Benitez Bess.
So after the injury, it's 3rd down and long coming up for Eastmont. Call it about 7+ yards for the Wildcats. So will we see Zielinski throw for the first time here tonight? He'll send his brother in motion. They'll throw it out to him. He collects the ball, looking for a block, gets past 2 men, has a first down and more. Good job by Zielinski. The Z to Z connection is a first down for Eastmont.
And I'll tell you what, that was a run by Zielinski. They had him almost dead to rights at the line of scrimmage. He found that hole. He's so quick. And a nice catch. That ball had to be caught almost off the turf. So great play by Austin Zielinski.
They'll put him down at the 30-yard line. So a gain of 15 yards on that pass play. And Austin Zielinski will come out of the lineup as Bodie Yale will line up as that slot back or the wing back to the right. And hold on, we got more whistles coming and another timeout early, as it is Jay Foster calling the timeout this time around for Eastmont.
Interesting. 2 timeouts in the first 5. We're 10:36
and
left.
again, it's a personnel issue. Austin Zielinski came out and kind of was shrugging his shoulders like, am I really supposed to come out? But he does, and so the coaching staff says, yeah, you know what? It's first half. It's early. Let's call a timeout and get it right.
I agree.
Underway here. No score at this one. We'll also be keeping track of some other scores around North Central Washington tonight. We understand that Kashmir was up big early. Let's see if we get an update here. Yes, 18 seconds left in the first half, and Kashmir on top of College Place 43-0. So running clock in the second half of that one again for the Bulldogs here. We also had a final. You know, Brewster was supposed to play Lake Roosevelt last night, but the Raiders didn't have enough eligible players, so Brewster gets a 2-0 forfeit for that. But then Brewster somehow was able to get a makeup game today. They played in Sultan against South Woodby and came away with a win today by a score of 55-6.
Oh, good for them.
Here's a sweep right for the Wildcats, and it's going to be a touchdown. Is that Britton again for the carry? And no, Akbadite or Akbodiat. And it's a touchdown for Eastmont as they capitalize on good field position, take it right down the field for the touchdown.
Impressive drive. It's what you want at home. It's homecoming. You're up now 6, hopefully 7-0 for Eastmont. Just what the doctor ordered to kick off this football game.
3-yard touchdown run for Akbadiat. And extra point coming up. It's on the way, and it's good. We'll take a 60-second break and come back with 10:31 to go here in the first quarter. Eastmont strikes first. They lead Davis 7-0 here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
D'Anthony Wiggins will be one of the backmen here for Davis on the ensuing kickoff. Kicking it off for Eastmont will be Finley Potter, who has it teed up at the 40-yard line, far hash mark. Potter approaches the high end-over-end kick. Will come down to the other guy back there.
It's Taven Rory.
Okay, and they'll quickly hand the ball off again. Will Davis. Tajon Walker got it, but all of that rigmarole back there means Eastmont can come down and cover. Wildcats lead at 7-0 here as Davis will have tough field position to start their first drive of the game. They'll put it down at the 17-yard line, so that's where the Pirates will have it.
Anxious to see this offense as far as receiving so far in the Big Nine, Eric. 3 of the top receivers in the Big Nine right here on the field for Davis tonight.
They throw it a lot, and Noah Newcomb is the guy, or Newkirk is the guy back there, and he's going to throw first down, and he'll throw it out in the flat. The ball is caught over there, but a good job coverage by Eastmont as they got it up to the 20-yard line. The catch that time was by Blaine Worrell. He's a tight end listed, and he'll come down with a football after a short gain on the play, but positive yardage for Davis. 2nd down and 7 coming up after the 3-yard gain. Davis started this drive with 10:28 on the clock here in the first quarter. Newkirk again takes a snap. He'll hand it off this time. Good gain around the left side and up near first down yardage. In fact, it will be out to the 30-yard line as the gain is by Tajon Walker. He is going to get the load of the carries here for Davis tonight with the injury to LaDainian Dennis, who's out with a hamstring. But after the 2nd down play, it'll be first down for the Pirates out to the 30-yard line. Gain of 10 yards on that running play. Another final, or actually not final, 5:26 to go in the first. Blaine leading Chelan up in Blaine tonight. The Borderites up 8-0. Man in motion is Worrell, and they'll hand it off to Walker, but Walker is wrapped up quickly by one of the Wildcats. Getting in there and getting a paw around him was Tyson Gonzalez. The senior defensive lineman comes up with a stop, a gain of just 2 yards on the play.
I think Davis is thinking, yeah, we're a passing team. We had a nice 10-yard run. Let's try and get this running game going a little bit. Maybe that'll open up our passing game.
So the Pirates will send 3 receivers wide to the near side of the field. Pimentel is the widest. He's one of their leading receivers on the season here for Davis as Newkirk sets the offense. He'll get the snap, fake the handoff, throw out the flat, the ball intercepted, and back the other way comes the Wildcats to the 20, to the 15, and still on his feet and into the end zone on the interception return is Kamani Oyen with the 35-yard interception return, touchdown on the interception.
The pass was there. Just the receiver deflected off his hands and right into the hands of Eastmont, and Oyen
able to
took
it
the rest of the way.
Yeah, and he did a good job of negotiating traffic around that 10-yard line. So a defensive score for Eastmont. That's something they had early last season. You remember they had, 4 interceptions, 3 returned for touchdowns against Bonnie Lake a year ago. So now they get a defensive score here, and we got bodies that are late coming onto the field for both teams as Davis finally gets their kick coverage team in there. Meanwhile, Eastmont puts the ball through the upright on the extra point, and it's good. And with 9:01 to go here in the first quarter, Wildcats lead at 14-0. You're watching Big 9 football tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. Back after the 60-second timeout.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, 1 giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value, toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary Bacon Cheddar Pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
So the 35-yard interception return by Oyen for Eastmont makes it a 14-0 ball game with 9:01 to go here in the first quarter as the Wildcats have it teed up, ready to kick it back to the Pirates as it's Finley Potter with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. His end-over-end high kick comes down to the return man at the 5-yard line, bounces around, put a knee down, got back up, finally across the 15 out on the return, and boy, Davis struggling on the road here so far tonight.
Yeah, they are. They just look a little bit unorganized mesmerized right now. Once again, that was Tevin Rory on that return, only a sophomore. Not very big either, 140, but he got hammered there at about the 18-yard line.
So for some reason the clock didn't run, so it still says 9:01 to go here in the quarter. Maybe they marked him down with that knee down. No. It's out to the, 18-yard line.
Right.
So
they just didn't click it on.
They didn't turn it on. So it's first game of the year also for the entire crew here at Wildcat Stadium. So here we come with the Pirates back on offense. And first interception of the season, by the way, for their quarterback, Newkirk, as he's 5 yards deep, sends a man in motion. He'll turn, hand it off to Walker, and Walker is nabbed right at the line of scrimmage. There's Tyson Gonzalez again. After a short gain, they'll be nice and give him out to the 22, second down from there.
Defense stiffens up on the run. I think Davis is probably going to abandon that here soon and go back to their passing game. Their bread and butter, as we mentioned, 600 yards their first 2 games passing, 56 on the ground the first 2.
Splitting out wide to the left side is Tevin Rory. He wears number 10. They got a stacked formation, receivers left, and they'll hand it off again.
Oh.
And the handoff this time is to their backup running back, Jackson Parks. He wears number 29, and boy, he was dumped on his can at the 25-yard line. So it'll be a third down coming up for the Pirates. They've got about 4 yards to go, we'll call it. So 3rd and 4. Eastmont up front defensively. We've mentioned Tyson Gonzalez several times. He's up there along with Connor Schwab, Donnie Torres, and Adrian Rodriguez. That's the defensive line here for Eastmont as they'll swap around. Newkirk back to pass, looks right, throws right, and we got bodies combined down there. Bodies falling to the ground. The coach over there was looking for a pass interference call. The ball sails out of bounds, incomplete, and I think just 2 bodies got tied up in the same spot.
That's why the coach didn't get too excited over there. I think he saw him kind of get tangled up, and one just fell over the other. No foul there.
So the first punt to the ball game will come here with the clock stopped on the incomplete at 7:45 to go as Davis will bring their punt team out. Meanwhile, back to return for the Eastmont Wildcats. Standing at his own 40-yard line is Bodie Yale. Interesting for Bodie, he is the punter and the punt returner for Eastmont. So
that is kind of odd.
I guess you call him a specialist.
Yeah,
right?
You would.
So Davis Pirate late to come on the field. They finally get their complement of players out there for this punt formation. It's a high snap. The punter gets the ball away. A high kick. Short, and Bodie Yale will collect it. Or Dax Dixon, excuse me. I said Bodie, it's Dax.
I thought it was too, Eric.
Yeah, Dax Dixon back there as he is the punter too, by the way.
Right.
And he will actually retreat and lose a few yards after he collects the punt. And it will be first down for Eastmont at the 40-yard line.
Nice lead for the Wildcats here, Eric. 7.5 minutes, over 7.5 left in the first quarter, and Eastmont can really do some damage with more points on the board here. This is a big drive for the Davis defense.
Of course, as we mentioned, it's homecoming night tonight for the Wildcats, and now with a different offensive lineman in there, we'll have to see after the injury early on to Riker Hall, by the way, who's their center. Snap back and handoff, running right to Akpo Diak, and he's got a block at the sideline and continues his way, trundling down all the way to the 31-yard line.
25 on that.
See where they officially mark it. They'll say the 32 on the gain.
He's a nice runner. I like that cutback. He's not small. He's got good size.
And a nice block by the wide receiver out here on the perimeter.
He's kind of seal block out there. Nice job.
First down from the 32 for the Wildcats as they'll bring James Meyer from left to right on the short side of the field here as Zielinski scans over a 4-man defensive front here for Davis. Man in motion is Yale, and they'll go a little counter play, and running into his own guy was Dax Dixon. If he doesn't run into his own guy, I think he's in the end zone.
I do too.
Still a good gain inside the 25-yard line for Dixon. Gain of 7 yards, even though it didn't look very pretty.
Almost fumbled that handoff.
A lot of misdirection in the backfield. They'll send 3 different running backs scrambling in different directions, and the defense, it's up to them to figure out who's got the ball, for goodness sakes. As it looks like, is it Britton in the backfield along with Zielinski here on a 2nd down and short? Will they go to the air here? We'll see. As Zielinski takes his own sweet time, Akpadiak goes in motion, handoff right up the middle, dancing inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line for Eastmont. The carry that time by Britton, and a big gulp of yardage.
Boy, normally, Eric, a normal quote-unquote team with the normal offense with 2nd down and short, that's a passing down. You go for it there. Eastmont, they're so confident in that run game and end up getting 20 yards.
Yeah, he's down to the 7-yard line, so a gain of 18 on the running play for Britton. As now Baudier will be in the backfield along with Peyton Zielinski. Hello to Bruce, by the way, who was emailing me all day, hoping that we were going to get the broadcast on. So, hello, Bruce. Kids are doing well. All right, so here we go. It is a handoff to Yale. He will go around the left side, and he will take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont.
Tell you what, they're making this running game look easy here tonight against Davis. A much, looks to me, smaller Davis team. And boy, it's showing here tonight, just gaping holes for these running backs for the Wildcats.
Extra point away from taking a 21-0 lead here tonight during homecoming. And, you always want to win that homecoming game. Nothing sucks more than going to a dance after a loss.
Absolutely.
Extra point is up and good. We'll take a 60-second break and come back with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Eastmont 21, Davis nothing. It's Big 9 football on the NCWLIFE channel.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
After the touchdown drive by Eastmont, another kicking opportunity for the Wildcats. Approaching left to right, high end over end kick will be picked up finally at the 5-yard line on the return for the Davis Pirates out to the 10, and not much there more than that, as it was trouble from the get-go. Anthony Ramirez on the return for Davis, and it will be first down at their own 14-yard line. So field position has not been kind for the Pirates here either in this first quarter of play.
Ready for an update, Mariner update?
Yes, please.
Going to the bottom of the 8th from Houston, it's Mariners 4, Astros nothing.
Love to hear that. I didn't see if Detroit ended up losing that game tonight to Atlanta.
I'll check.
But if the Mariners can hang on and win tonight, they will be not only in first place in the American League West, but they'll also take a tie with Detroit for the 2nd seed in the playoffs. How about that?
That's
Here comes
awesome.
the Pirates. Handoff. It's up the middle and trying to pick his way across the line of scrimmage, and not much happening again. Let's see who the carry was for the Pirates that time with the rock. It was Tajon Walker who's going to get, as we mentioned, a bulk of the carries here. Give him 1 yard on first down. Eastmont just tough up front.
Boy.
As they've been for how many years? They just keep plugging the holes,
Absolutely.
don't they? So the Pirates break the huddle.
And led by Tyson Gonzalez, who we've called games from him for since he was a sophomore, number 90, now a senior. He's such a force on that line.
DeAnthony Wiggins is wide to the far side of the field right. They're going to throw his way. The ball is knocked down.
That was dangerous right
there. Good
there.
defensive play by Amani Owen, who has the pick 6 already in this game, and he timed that well, and that's a long throw for that diminutive quarterback.
Yeah, it is. You know, we thought, gosh, he doesn't look that small, but now when he's out there, he does look 5'6".
Yeah, he was out throwing the ball by himself. He looked pretty good size, but now he's behind and around everybody else who's much larger. He is a pipsqueak, if you will.
Gosh, don't you feel that Davis almost has to pick this up right now, don't you? They're going to be
down 21-0, and this, if they don't get much here, it's going to be field position again for Eastmont, out of midfield probably. So let's see what Noah Newkirk can dial up. He gets a quick snap, and that may be a little bit too quick.
Yeah, I think it was.
Because I think we have motion on the offense here. The officiating crew tonight from the Chelan County Officials Association. Mike Penning is our referee tonight. The back judge is the one who threw the flag, and that is Steve Johnson. The rest of the crew includes Zach Kirshner, who is the umpire. Mike Wold is the line judge, and Victor Abarca. Remember that name? He's our head linesman here tonight.
Good crew tonight.
Victor. So I didn't see what they said there, Grant. It's going to be third down over again, I guess.
Yeah, they didn't take him
back.
No
penalty flag. So it's third down and long, coming up about 9 yards to go for the Pirates from their own 15-yard line. Newkirk. Now defense jumps offline, and that will be a penalty against the Wildcats, their second of the game.
Nice job by Newkirk. That was all the quarterback in his cadence, and he got 2 Wildcats to jump. That helps Davis's cause from a 3rd and 9 to a 3rd and 4.
You know, I can't help but think of probably one of the best quarterbacks ever at drawing the defense offside, Aaron Rodgers, with his snap count. The Seahawks didn't hardly jump last week. Maybe one time did he get a free play.
You know, that's true.
Although back to pass, leaping field down, throw downfield, the ball is incomplete. And he had it in his paws, but DeAnthony Wiggins can't come up with it. So it's an incomplete pass, stops the clock, and it'll be 4th down for the Pirates. Punting situation with 4:43 to go here in the first quarter.
That was a nice throw by Newkirk, about 35 yards downfield. That pass was money.
So the punter they list here is Christopher Munguia. Let's see if number 44 drops back there.
I'm not sure they're going to
Are they going to go for it?
I don't know, boy.
Well, they only have 12 on the game clock here. 12 on the play clock. Make that 6-5 on the play clock, 4-3 on the play clock. And we've got Tevin Rory will jump the gun here for Davis because he could see the play clock too. He knew that they had to go, and he jumped offside, so that's 5 yards backwards.
That's when you relay that information to the quarterback. If he's not seeing it, you let him know, right?
Yeah. So they'll put it back at the...
Well, that changed Davis's plan in a hurry.
4th down from the 15 now. So they give and take 5 yards apiece for either side.
And Eastmont is going to have such great field position. They should anyway.
Well, and Dax Dixon, whom we heard from in our pregame show, we should mention, back there to return the punt, and I don't know how he got it away. Dixon comes up, fields it at the Davis 37 to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, making it look like a walk in the park. Dax Dixon scores Eastmont's 4th score of the first quarter.
This is turning into a rout already with 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Eastmont scoring seems like it will right now, and what a run by Dixon.
35 yards on the punt return. They've got a 35-yard interception return touchdown. So Eastmont scoring any way they can.
They really are.
So another touchdown for Eastmont. This is their second, if you will, defensive or a special teams touchdown here, as the Wildcats will bring out their extra point man. And that's Alex Petty trying to tack on the extra point out of the hole to Dixon as he catches his breath after returning that ball 35 yards for the touchdown, and the extra point up and through, and the Eastmont Wildcats extend their lead to 28-0 with 4:30 to go. Still quite a bit of time left in this first quarter. We're back after this 60-second timeout.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
So Eastmont doing it always around the ballpark tonight as they go up 28-0. Here comes the ensuing kickoff after the punt return touchdown by Dax Dixon. Good kick. Down to the 4-yard line on the return for Davis to the 15. Dancing around, got it out to the 20. So a little better field position this time for the Pirates as, they've just been on ice and sledding backwards so far in this game, Grant.
Had the running game going early on. Kind of got stalled out, a couple of passes incomplete, went back to the running game, and they just can't kind of seem to find their identity yet here tonight.
At the half up in Blaine, the Mordorites lead Chelan 14-7. Last score we had with 18 seconds left in the first half. Cashmere up on College Place 43-0.
Wow.
We could have a similar situation here the way it's going right now. 28-0. The Wildcats on top, and Noah Newkirk has trips to the left. He'll send another running back out there. They'll block for him as it's out to Tajon Walker, and Eastmont right there.
Hit.
3 different Wildcats converging on the play. The first to get there defensively was Jacoby Mercado.
Just textbook tackle that time. Head down. Just beautiful forward by Mercado.
Loss of a couple of yards back to the 18-yard line brings up second down and 12. Or even 13 after the pass play. And that was an actual pass play. That was a forward pass. Looks like we have our connection back once again here for our Discord so we can see what's happening on our lovely TV set here tonight as Newkirk back to pass, rolling to his right, throws right. The ball is caught, but stumbling was the receiver, and he's going to be captured quickly and taken down on the play. And not much happening again there for Davis offensively as the pass went to Tajon Walker, and not much there. In fact, a loss on the play all the way back to the, 13-yard line. So third down and over 20 yards to go. Let's see what they have on the board here. They say 3rd and 20, so I guess I was close. Thanks for joining us for our first football broadcast of the year. It just seems strange. We've had a couple of volleyball matches. We've had soccer, but finally getting to football here on week 3. So 3rd and forever for the Pirates as Newkirk back to pass. Throws over the middle. This is a little screen pass, and right there again, Tyson Gonzalez sniffs that one out, says, I don't think so, and taken down after a short play, Jackson Parks, and that's it. And they'll put him out to the 14-yard line, so a gain of a yard is all on that little screen play. Just trying to take advantage of an aggressive defense up front, Grant, but Eastmont staying home on the play.
You know, it's a great call. 3rd and 20, screen pass, take your chances, and boy, just nothing doing.
We think Dax Dixon on his last homecoming game as a senior. Another punt return touchdown here.
I don't know if I've ever seen that my entire career.
I don't think
so that
I
would
have
be
either.
amazing.
I don't think I have either. There's a snapback, punt away, and that may have been touched.
They got him, too.
That may have been touched, and they also have laundry all over where the punter went down. The ball is down out at the Davis 44, but I think this one's going to come back, and we'll get a first down for the Pirates after roughing the kicker.
Boy, and the Eastmont would have the ball at the 40-yard line again. Well, it helped my team. The Buffalo Bills win last night. Roughing the kicker, gave him the ball back. They went in and scored. Yeah, I mean. touch, like you
no,
said.
Yeah, I think they're waving. Well, you got two guys that threw flags. They thought they saw one thing, but no, it was another. And so it'll be Eastmont football after Davis downed it at the Pirate 43-yard line. So they're going to let the punt stand because it looked like it was touched.
It did.
The way the ball came off of his foot and then went kind of twisting sideways, looked like it was touched somehow. So on the plus 43 is Eastmont with their, third possession. This is only their third possession. They've scored defensively. They've scored on a punt return. And a minute 54 to go here in the first quarter of play. Wildcats up 28-0 as Peyton Zielinski brings out the offense here on 1st down and 10. He'll send brother Austin in motion to the left. He'll go back to pass, look downfield, throwing downfield. The ball is overthrown the intended receiver. That time he was looking downfield for Colt Mosier, but overthrew him, incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
That was 6 right there if that ball was on the money.
Well, and that's what Eastmont needs to work on. They need to work on their passing game, and Coach Jay Foster told us that before the season started. We need to be a little more balanced. We can't just have the defense, no matter who we're playing, put 8 guys in the box and just try to stop us on the pass or on the run, knowing we can't throw the football. So 2nd down and 10 for Eastmont from the Davis 43, ball right hash mark. Austin Zielinski goes in motion. Peyton gets the snap from center, throws it to his brother, and it's incomplete. Hit him in the shoulder, and Austin will probably be the first one to tell you he should have caught that. It's an incomplete pass, brings out 3rd down and 10 from the 43.
3rd and 10 for the Wildcats.
That play is there out in the flat to Austin Zielinski for sure. Even the play before where he went downfield incomplete, that play was there.
So 3rd down and 10 here for the Wildcats. You would think a passing down, but watch Eastmont run it here as they do. Counterplay, Akpodiak, and he's got a 1st down. And just like that, he'll give the Eastmont a new set of downs at the 26-yard line. Gain of, 17 yards?
Yep, and I think Davis had too many men on the field. One player was sprinting off, and he was only about the yardage numbers on the side. He didn't get off the field, but no call.
So Akpodiak with the carry, and he's got to be their leading ground gainer tonight.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
So Zielinski sets him up, sends Austin in motion. He gets a snap, rolling to his right, throwing downfield, and throwing it high. The goal
touchdown.
And into the end zone goes Dax Dixon. He's got a punt return, touchdown tonight, and now a reception from 27 yards out. Eastmont extends the lead.
What a throw that time. Peyton Zielinski, that form was great. His throwing motion was perfect. Hit Dixon on the numbers. Touchdown Eastmont. Once again made that look easy.
2nd touchdown of the season receiving for Dax Dixon. And he will have the hold duties here for Eastmont as Alex Petty comes in to try to tack on the extra points. Snap back, spot down, kick away, and once again, it is good. We'll take a break with 1:11 to go here in the first quarter. All Eastmont, 35-0 over Davis. We're back after this on the NCWLIFE channel.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Well, back we are after the quick four-play 43-yard drive by Eastmont following the short punt as Dixon takes it in from Zielinski from 27 yards out. Extra point makes it a 35-0 ball game. We're still in the first quarter, gang. Ensuing kickoff taken at the 5 on the return to the 10 to the 15. And out near the 20-yard line is the return, and maybe a little late hit out of bounds by Eastmont. Going to add some field position here for Davis, and boy, could the Pirates use it.
They could. And that really wasn't necessary. I think he was almost out of bounds, getting spun around on the far side. So things happen. They're a little excited right now. So Davis, their best field position of the night, I'm guessing here, Eric.
1:06 left in the first quarter, as we'll see what the officials say about this call, and it is against Eastmont, and that'll be 15 yards against the Wildcats. So the only negative on the ledger for Eastmont so far is 3 penalties and 30 yards.
Right.
Other than that, they've been just about perfect here tonight. So that'll put the ball out to the 33. And it'll be first down for Davis. Ball right hash mark. Lone back behind Newkirk. He'll send a man in motion from left to right. High snap, handoff, bouncing off his own man, and then squirting free across the 35. And then that's where he stood up and driven back and dropped on the play. The run this time again by Tajon Walker, as actually him running into his giant offensive lineman kind of hit him from the defense, and he's able to get out to the 36-yard line.
Tough going up the middle of that Eastmont defensive line. They're so stout up there and experienced that Davis is having a hard time.
Adric Kiedrowski is also in there. They'll rotate him around on the defensive line, so he's wearing number 72. Kind of is the nose guard right now for Eastmont's defense as the Wildcats shuffle bodies around on a 2nd down and 7 here for Davis. A turn handoff again is Walker. Walker this time with a good gain out across the 45-yard line before he's spilled down, and a first down for Davis. Is it their first down of the ball game on the offensive side?
Well, Walker's first run of the night was 10 yards.
That's right. So it'll be a first down out to the 45 after the 9-yard gain by Walker. Found a little gap there. Quickly off the field for Eastmont comes Connor Schwab as they'll talk in his ear hole about plays to make up front or the potential for plays. And meanwhile, we're going to move to the second quarter as that is it for quarter number 1 and all Eastmont so far as they lead their homecoming game tonight over Davis 35-0. You're watching Big 9 football tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. Back with the second quarter right after this.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Well, Davis football out near midfield at their own 45-yard line. First down and 10 as we start second quarter action here. Along with Grant Olson, I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE channel. 2 receivers to either side here. Stack formation. One goes in motion. That's Pimentel. High snap, handoff Walker. Dive play right up the middle. And a gain out to the 49-yard line. And Grant, seems about the only yardage they're finding right now. The air attack is just not happening.
It isn't happening. 7 carries, 34 yards now so far for Tajon Walker.
Our broadcast brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today at 509-662-6842. They're on the web at alpineair.net. Second down and 6. Ball just on Davis's side of the midfield stripe here. Back to pass Newkirk. Looking. Had room to run. He'll chuck it downfield, get a first down, and then the receiver decides, I'm going to go down now, because there was 3 red jerseys honing in on the receiver that time. It's down to the 41 of Eastmont, and a first down for Davis. So 14. A little chunk of positivity here as Tevin Rory comes up with a catch. So a gain of 10 yards on that pass play. And Newkirk honestly had room probably to run that far too, but stacks up his pass completion percentage. Newkirk back to pass. No, he's going to hand it off. Walker is caught in the backfield and dropped. Nothing happening that time around for Davis on the running attack, as they've had a little bit of success here so far. And guess who? Tyson Gonzalez again for the stop for Eastmont.
So good, isn't he?
Going to be a loss back to the, well, let's see where they say, 42-yard lane.
Second and 11 for the Pirates.
So back at the 42 now for the Pirates. Ball left hash mark. Pimentel goes wide to the left. Wide to the right to DeAnthony Wiggins. He's got 18 catches, 221 yards on the season. They've looked at him once. Chuck it downfield, trying to get the receiver, but he is well covered. Looking for Pimentel. Was looking for a flag in the backfield. Maybe on a late hit doesn't happen. And so incomplete pass brings up third down from the 42. And that's one of those, Grant, that looks like I'm just going to chuck it. Maybe we'll get pass interference.
That's kind of what it looked like, didn't it? Like a spot foul in the NFL, so you get the ball right there.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
Right.
That's not the case in high school football, however. We'll check some other scores here and also get you a Mariner update. Cashmere in the second half now leading 50-0 over College Place.
Man.
Running clock for sure at Bulldog Stadium tonight. They'll switch bodies back and forth. We're going to get a flag and a delay of game here against the offense. They just took too long to get that play in. They've got the youngster Jackson Parks that came in off the bench. He only had 1 carry for 3 yards coming into the game. He's getting playing time, but showing a little youthful exuberance out there, and kind of took a little too long to get that play off.
Talk about a killer penalty. You're trying to sustain a drive. It's 3rd and 11, a penalty. Now it's 3rd and 16.
Eastmont's 4-man defensive front has just stood tall so far here tonight. What will they do on a 3rd down and long as the ball is out to the 47-yard line? Fake the handoff. Now throw right. The ball is caught but out of bounds is the receiver. They finally go Wiggins' way, and he is well covered, and the pass didn't even have a chance to be caught in bounds.
So Noah Newkirk so far, 4 of 11 for 8 yards and an interception.
Oof. So 4th down coming up from the 47. I would imagine the Pirates would go for it here. Let's see.
Especially at this part of the field, I mean, why not?
I mean, you're down 35-0. What do you have to lose? Opening game of the Big Nine schedule for both teams. And they will go for it on a 4th down. And they'll say, 16 yards to go. Snap back. Newkirk rolls to his right, throws to his right. The ball is caught again, but again out of bounds, I believe, is the receiver, as they were looking for DeAnthony Wiggins, and he's out of bounds, and that'll be over to the Wildcats on downs.
Newkirk seems like he's throwing everything a little bit high tonight, doesn't it? He hasn't thrown anything in the dirt.
Well,
all
and
high.
he had time there, too.
He did.
As he rolled to his right, didn't have a man in his face, but Eastmont will get the football here with 10:02 to go in this second quarter, and they'll have good field position at their own 47-yard line. So 1st down and 10. A late substitution here, or a late body getting on the field, is James Weir. He'll get up to the line of scrimmage as a wideout, wide right to the short side of the field on the Davis side, as Peyton Zielinski will send a man in motion, and they'll do a little counter play again. And boy, it looked like it was there for a minute, but then it just gets swallowed up. Good job by Davis defensively that time. As for the Pirates, coming up on the stop was number 6 on that play as he stood that one up. Nice job by Amiri Benitez-Bess. He's listed as a cornerback, but he came up strong on that one and held the running back. Was that Britton on the carry?
I think it was.
Well, be nice and give him a gain to the 49. So a gain of a couple of yards. We're going to get whistles here and a timeout on the field. It'll give us a chance to thank a few of our sponsors as well. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Abby's Pizza. For more than 50 years, Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge, 100% real cheese, and freshly rolled dough. Order online at abbys.com. Also by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. They're committed to preserving the environment not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. And by Biosports Physical Therapy, Aqua Therapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics, all you need to keep moving. Find them online at biosports.net, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It is the third quarter now in Cashmere, 4:13 left. And the Bulldogs lead at 57-0 over College Place. Omak is leading in the first half over Colville tonight, 7-0. Oh, now update in the fourth quarter. Just got this from Cashmere. Bulldogs 74, College Place nothing.
Wow. And you know they're playing a lot of substitutes in that game.
Oh, yeah. So here we go. Eastmont fumbling the snap there was Zielinski. He finally got it out in the flat on the receptionist Colt Mosier, but he's not able to get much, maybe a yard on that play. And that was timing fouled up by the snap that kind of came up high. Remember, their starting center tonight went off with a knee injury, so they've got a backup center in there right now, does Eastmont. So it'll be third down coming up from the 50-yard line for Eastmont. 3rd down and 7. Ball right hash mark. Zielinski sends Yale in motion. Bodie comes back and then will set up as the wingback to the right side on the offense here. Didn't have anybody go with him, so it looks like a zone defense in the defensive backfield. Handoff left side. Getting away from one man was the running back that time around as the carry for Eastmont.
Acro, how do you say
it? Was it Akbadite?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Akbadite, is that right?
Akbo. Okay, where did it go?
Akbo
Diet.
Akbo Diet. Okay,
yes.
Akbo
But
Diet.
we have a flag on the play, so it's all wiped off.
Yeah, it is.
By a hold for Eastmont. So another penalty against the Wildcats. That's their 4th penalty for 40 yards in the game. And that'll be 3rd down over again. After they had the first down, they'll put the ball at the 46-yard line. So the penalty flag means 3rd and long here for the Wildcats. Back beyond the sticks, so 3rd down and 12 coming up for Eastmont. They'll send Zielinski in motion, a little screen pass, a little too high. The ball intercepted by Davis at the 48-yard line. Ball went off the intended receiver's hand, and there was a pirate right there as coming up with the interception was Franco Ramos, and Davis with a little breath.
I think Peyton Zielinski would love that throwback, too. It kind of came out of his hand in a weird way. It almost looked like it slipped at first, so I think he would really like to have that one back.
So the interception will give Davis the football at Eastmont's 47-yard line. With 8:26 to go here in the first half of play. Again, coming up at halftime, we've got halftime festivities here with the naming of the Royal Court for Eastmont, so hold on for that. Davis with a little breath here. Let's see if they go for it. It's Newcomb. He'll chuck it deep downfield, and the ball is caught inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. They've been trying to make that connection for several times tonight. Finally comes up into the hands of DeAnthony Wiggins, and he shows why he's the leading receiver for Davis.
Great throw, too.
They'll put him down at the 10-yard line. Gain of 37 yards on the pass play from Newkirk to his favorite target, Wiggins.
Wiggins' first catch tonight.
Man in motion from right to left. They'll throw it to him, and blocking out front, getting towards the end zone. Almost a horse collar could have been called, but no flag down. Instead, it's a touchdown for the Davis Pirates. Taking in the reception and going in for the touchdown was Blaine Worrell. And Worrell may have been shaken up on the play, and again, it looked like he was horse collared to the ground down there.
It did.
It will be a touchdown on the pass play from Newkirk. to Worrell of 10 yards.
6 receivers have caught passes for Davis tonight. Just not many yards.
Well, the Pirates take advantage of that interception and the turnover by Eastmont. And now we got a flag coming down here, as this could be on the coach for having a few words with the official, because the coach was out there. Jay Dumas was checking on his player, and I don't blame him too much for being upset, because it did look like a horse collar.
Would they call a penalty this late? After talking about it?
It won't be on the play. It will be on the coach for extracurricular language. Yep, personal foul. Oh, no, they are saying a horse collar. Right. How about that?
That's what I was wondering about.
He was talked into it, and maybe the head referee, Mike Penning, went over there and talked to his officials on that far sideline and said, that looked kind of like a horse collar to me.
Right,
did you guys have that? And
that's
sure
good
enough,
officiating,
they do.
Yeah,
it was good officiating. So it'll be a penalty probably on the ensuing kickoff. The snap back on the extra point, the kick away, and it is wide to the left, no good. So we'll take a 60-second break and come back with 7:55 to go here in the half. It is now Eastmont 35 and Davis 6.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtimes.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You.
Mariners won it 4-0. 5 innings pitched for Wu, 1 hit and
here we go. Welcome back once again here to Wildcat Stadium. So the 15-yard penalty will be tacked on to the kick here. So if you're Eastmont defensively on this kickoff, I'd be ready for an onside kick. Wouldn't you, Grant?
I would do it if you're ever going to do it. It's a great opportunity. Looks like they have some hands people up there, too.
Yep. So Eastmont ready for if it's an onside kick. Of course, this is exciting in high school football. I hate the way they've done it with the NFL now with that new kickoff where you got to tell the other team, okay, we're going to onside kick it.
Right.
So here comes Davis, and it will not be an onside kick. It'll be a high end over end down at the 5, 10, 15 on the return to the 20. Look out, 25, and out to the 30-yard line. And a good return there for the Wildcats. And who was it? It was, Austin Zielinski on the return. So Eastmont with good field position at its own 30. Wildcats get the football back after turning it over with 7:49 to go here in the first half of play. Grant, you were telling us during.
It won 4-0 against the Astros. That's a huge win.
It is gigantic. Handoff to Britton. Britton dances around one man, but also flags come down, so maybe a hold going to be called on the lead block there at the point of attack, and this one could be coming back. Boy, penalties for Eastmont, aside from that turnover, the only glaring problem for Eastmont here tonight. But
they've been so efficient,
we've been
so
talking
efficient
about that. Penalties.
And just a chance without penalties earlier to really put this team away here in this first half. Now there's a little life with Davis, especially if Eastmont can't put something together here.
So the penalty will bring it back. It'll be first down over again. And they'll put the ball at the 22-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout on the field. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by our fine folks at Caldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. For all your real estate needs in Central Washington, call 509-888-8887. That's Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. Also by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. Can you emergency put an air conditioner up in this booth right now?
Please.
For over 50 years, Dick's Heating and AC is family owned. They service all brands, commercial and residential. Scheduled maintenance or repairs. Call today 509-884-6444. That's 509-884-6444. This is one of the warmest nights. I mean, and this is week 3, Grant.
Yeah, I know.
We've had games where we were here in the booth in late August, and it wasn't this hot.
Still 77 degrees outside.
Hoofda. Okay. Also, another score for you towards the end of the first quarter. It is the end of the first quarter. Wenatchee leading Eisenhower on the road tonight 7-0. Handoff, it's Bodie Yale trying to pick his way around the left side. Got it across the 25, out to the 30. Still on his feet to the 35.
Wow.
How about that tightrope dance up the near sideline? Although we do have a Wildcat who is slow to get up on the play. Trailing it, he was out there blocking, was jabbing Britton in front of it. And Britton is down, and he is hurt. That is not good.
14 yards for Yale on that carry.
That'll be good enough for a first down for Eastmont, but now the attention is on Britton. Looked like he got rolled up on, maybe by Bodie Yale on the carry.
He might have.
As Britton looks like it's a lower leg ankle, probably. Boy, nothing worse than turning an ankle, huh? So first down for Eastmont as the Wildcats will set it up here with Bodie Yale in the backfield along with Peyton Solinsky. On a first down at their own 40-yard line as clock winds down here in the first half. Akpodiak will have the carry. He'll go around the right side and take it forward to the 45. And you just have that feeling, Grant, as he slowly turns the corner and he's looking for a hole, Pretty soon we're going to see him like you stepped on an open tube of toothpaste. Just there he goes.
I like his running style. I really do.
So it'll be a 5-yard gain for Akpodiak, as he will stay in the ball game as a wing back to the left to the Eastmont side of the field. And they'll turn, hand it off, and around the left side goes Austin Zielinski. He'll have a first down across midfield to the Davis 48-yard line. Pirates make the tackle. Finally on the stop that time was Kincaid Ellenwood, as Davis using everybody they have on that bench over there.
Austin Zielinski's been active in the passing game. His first carry right there tonight, 7 yards.
So second down from the Davis 48-yard line after the gain. And a first down for Eastmont. Man in motion from left to right. Zielinski rolls to his right, throws to his right, and threw it behind the intended receiver who was coming in on the play. And threw it behind Colt Mosier. I think a little bit of a disconnect between quarterback and wide receiver that time.
But he had plenty of time. Just sit there and wait, see what your guy's going to do. I think he gets just a little bit excited, especially when he rolls out a little bit. But, boy, he was wide open.
So it stops the clock with 40, how much time? 6:09 to go here in the first half of play. Eastmont on top, 35-6. Again, motion man from left to right and a little counter play. And it is running around the left side to the 45 and down to the 40-yard line. And would never really relinquish was Austin Zielinski. And I know these Wildcats really take a lot of pride in the weightlifting they do and the squats and things like that. And that's where you see it. The end of plays where these running backs just continue to churn up yardage.
Great point.
So it'll be third down coming up for Eastmont and short from the Davis 40-yard line as the Wildcats just take their own sweet time. Bodie Yale in the backfield along with Zielinski here as he's 5 yards back from the line of scrimmage. Hands on his hips as he barks out the play. 5-man defensive front for Davis. Pirates have just had not much success against the run so far tonight. And here's another run for the Eastmont around the right side. And picking his way for a first down all the way down to the 31-yard line was Akpodiak again. And it is a first down for the Wildcats.
Six carries, 71 yards for Akpodiak. Is that Akpodiak? Akpadiet.
Akpadiet.
Yep, Akpadiet.
Yes. You can't look at it, because if you look at it, that screws you up.
Right.
So first down from the 31, ball left hash mark. Akpadiet goes in motion and trying to throw again, going deep downfield, looking for Dixon, and that is interference all the way. 2 flags come out.
I think every official on the field could have thrown one.
As Dixon was looking back, he had a man right in his lap on that one, and he was just trying to face guard for his life, as the coverage downfield was by Kincaid Ellenwood, and well, he was in the woods there that time.
And that pass was there.
It was.
Good thing he did interfere.
So that'll be a penalty that will take it down to the 16-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty on a pass interference. It's the 4th penalty of the night for 40 yards for Davis. Ball left hash mark. Yale goes in motion. Now he'll take the handoff on a counter play coming right. He'll cut it back left. He'll get it inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Good run by Bodie Yale. Second down coming up from the 8 after an 8-yard carry. And again, you talk about play selection, and you think, oh, you need a bunch of yards, you better pass it. Now for Eastmont, they get a bunch of yards running the football.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter, absolutely.
Wildcats will send a wide receiver wide to the right this time. That's James Meyer that goes wide to the Davis side. Man in motion is Akpadiet, and the turn, they'll throw out the flat to Akpadiet. Beautiful move.
Wow.
Dances into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. So second touchdown pass of the night here for Zielinski, and showing that they can throw the football.
Absolutely.
So after giving up a touchdown following an interception, Eastmont comes back on its next possession and marches all the way down the field for the touchdown. The extra point is up and good. We'll take a 60-second break and come back. 4:02 to go in the first half. All Eastmont tonight, 41-6 over Davis. We're back after this.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Well, I'll tell you, Grant, that was the most impressive drive of the night here for Eastmont. Took them 10 plays, 70 yards. The 8-yard touchdown pass from Zielinski to Akpadiet. And 3:47 off the clock for that one, as Eastmont now leads at 42-6. They were a little slow on the scoreboard, so apologies.
Even shot themselves in the foot with penalties a couple of times on that drive.
They did. Yeah, they did. So here comes the ensuing kickoff by Alex Petty for the Wildcats. Or is it Alex Petty? I got to make sure I get that right.
Yeah, I heard the fans.
Yeah, nope. It's Potter.
Oh, it's Potter.
Yeah, there we go. And it is Primentel on the return to the 10-15, trying to get around to the wall on the far side in front of the Davis bench. He will get it across the 20-yard line and be about the 22, where Davis will have their next possession. 3:54 left in half number 1, and it has been an Eastmont night tonight. They have scored through the air. They have scored on the ground. They have scored on a punt return. They have scored on a interception return. A little bit of everything.
Every way you can score.
Homecoming night tonight. It's almost like that Seahawks win in the Super Bowl against the Broncos. Only thing Eastmont's missing here is a kickoff return touchdown and a safety.
That's right. They'd have it all covered.
First down for Davis from their own 22-yard line. Newkirk handoff. Walker, nothing. In fact, I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's a loss of 1.
As in there that time was Connor Schwab for Eastmont. He spins the running back down, slams him to the ground, and then quickly helps him back up.
Sportsmanship, Eric.
So second down coming up from the 22. They will say no gain on the play. As Newkirk looks at defense, and he'll hand it off again to Walker. And excuse me, I don't know if that's Walker or not. We'll have to check the number on the running back that time for Davis. I think it was number 9 on the carry. Let's see what I did with my sheet here.
That's
for
Walker.
Davis.
He's heading off now.
Was it?
Yeah, 5.
Oh, 5, not 9. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did kind of look like 9. You're right.
Me and my wonderful eyes. Grant's going to be on his own next week because I've got eye surgery coming up on Wednesday. So hopefully that will help rectify things. Toss over the middle. Intercepted, and Oyen on the return. He's got 1 pick 6 tonight already. Up the left sideline. He will go into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont. How about it on homecoming night tonight? 2 interception return touchdowns by Kamani Oyen.
Just give him the homecoming king crown right now. I don't even know if he's a candidate, but he deserves it.
So Oyen had a 35-yard interception return earlier. This time a 45-yard interception return touchdown. And that just was kind of slow motion.
It really was. He followed his blockers right into the end zone.
So the Wildcats adding to their lead here as Potter will try the extra point. 3:03 left here in the half. Snap back, spot down, kick away, and it is good. We'll keep it right here as the Wildcats extend the lead here to 49-6. Yes, that is correct. With 3:03 to go here in this first half of play. Again, coming up at the halftime, we'll have the festivities for homecoming here for the Wildcats as they celebrate. Final score tonight, Kashmir 71, College Place nothing.
Wow.
And we'll see if we can get an update on the Wenatchee Panthers down at Eisenhower tonight. Cadets have not scored a point this season. And talking with Owen Irvin, who's a defensive lineman for the Panthers, he says that was their goal going into this game, is to not let them score. And he said he didn't even want them to get a first down.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
So a kickoff situation again here for the Wildcats. They're getting a lot of practice with that here tonight.
Yeah, they are.
And again, my apologies. Finley Potter is doing the honors here to kick it away. He is the PAT man as well as the kickoff specialist. Looks like Pimentel back at his own 5-yard line. Had a decent return last time, but he had to run a long way just to get it back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he did.
Late comer for Eastmont as Ryan Marsh will come onto the field late. You know, and that's something that we don't talk about a lot, is that special teams a lot of times for high schools, because they have to work so hard on their offense, got to work so hard on their defense. Special teams, they work on Thursday afternoon, and that's about it for the week.
Right.
So kickoff coverage, those types of things, and they really don't do it in full speed. Kick down to the 10-yard line. Pimentel will hand it on the reverse here. And, well, that reverse went kind of reverse as they hand it off on the return, and taken down is Tevin Rory. And Davis will have the football at their own 13-yard line.
That was Bodie Yale on the coverage.
Well, of course. So Davis with the football and 2:57 to go. By the way, you got a good one brewing next week with Wenatchee hosting Moses Lake in the Apple Bowl. Grant will be joined in the booth by our own Paul Collard, who's running our camera here tonight. So thanks to Paul for filling in while I recover from eye surgery.
Really looking forward to seeing Moses Lake. And Wenatchee.
And Bodiel, I'll tell you. That's something else. Panthers will have their hands full next week, that's for sure. So first down from their own 13, and now we got not enough bodies. In fact, they were missing a lineman on the offensive front. So instead of taking a penalty, the Pirates will take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break and come back as well. With 2:57 to go here in the first half, 49-6 Eastmont on top. We're back after this on the NCWLIFE channel.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Well, Grant, we got an update from Zumpel Stadium tonight. It is at the half, Wenatchee 21, Eisenhower nothing.
Wow.
So Panthers on their first Big 9 game of the season, up to the test on the road tonight. Their third road game in a row.
I think we're going to see a different Panther team on the field this year.
I think so. So Davis, after the timeout, I think they've got one left. So they'll send a man in motion from right to left, and that's Wiggins. They'll hand it off to Walker. Walker up the middle across the 15 out to about the 17, 18-yard line before he is stacked up. And he's going to be a tired Jose coming up tomorrow, I'll tell you that.
And by the way, they have no timeouts left. Remember, they called the timeout early in the game.
That's right. They'll put the ball at the 18-yard line, so a gain of 5 yards by Walker there. One of his better carries on the night. Pimentel comes in. He'll split out wide to the far side of the field left. On a 2nd down and 5. Clock continues to run here. Davis just looking to get into the locker room. Handoff again to Walker, and Walker is stood up and dropped. Wildcats all over that one, as smelling it out up front defensively for Eastmont. Looks like Donnie Torres was in there.
Boy, and you're so right, Eric. Walker looks like he's played an entire game already here. 11 carries so far in this first half.
Looks like Eastmont already shuffling new bodies in there. Gavin Smith is a defensive end on the left side. Also in there defensively is Colton Arnold, number 95. He's a D tackle on the right side. That last tackle, by the way, was made by Adrian Rodriguez. And here's another misplayed ball in the backfield, and right there Eastmont getting right through. And again, I just mentioned his name. Let me mention it again. Adrian Rodriguez, the 5'11", 203-pound junior.
Just
buried
in
there. So that'll bring up 4th down, and Davis just wants this clock to end and have the first half end. They're going to have to punt the ball away or do something. As they slowly head to the sideline.
Here comes the punt team.
But they're going to run out of time. Or did the official... The official just restarted the play clock. I'm not sure why.
I don't know why either.
Okay.
Interesting.
I guess the officials kind of gave him a timeout there, too.
It's Bodie Yale to return this punt, not Dax Dixon this time.
Okay. Snap is back. Punt away. Good high spiraling kick, and Yale will let it bounce and then take a Davis roll inside Eastmont territory. Going to roll dead at the 40-yard line. Good punt that time around. Best play of the night almost, aside from that long pass play to Wiggins for Davis. So Eastmont will get the ball back with 25.5 seconds left in the first half of play. Fun homecoming night for the home team here tonight. Wildcats come right up to the line of scrimmage as they want to get some plays in here.
They got 2 timeouts still.
They do. So Zielinski, the clock will start on the snap, sends a man in motion. Zielinski goes back to pass, throws out in the flat. The ball caught inside the 45, spilled down at the 27-yard line. Collecting the ball was Austin Zielinski, so the Z-to-Z connection again, good for a first down. And Eastmont with a hurry-up offense here.
19 yards on that.
Zielinski looking to run a little 2-minute drill here before the half. Takes the snap, handoff to Bodie Yale up the middle. Davis was thinking pass. Instead, Eastmont runs, and they'll take it down to the 33. And we've got a Davis Pirate down on the play, so the whistle comes. I think Eastmont was also asking for a timeout. So will they give Eastmont their timeout back with an injured player on the field? We'll see about that. Pirate down on the field and not moving very swiftly down there is Franco Ramos, number 21. They'll check on him. Meanwhile, Eastmont down to the 33-yard line on that running play by Yale, and now the kicking team comes out, Grant.
Holy cow.
With 3.3 seconds left, they're going to try a long field goal here. Ball is at the right hash mark from the 33. The spot will be probably around the 40. So this will be a 50-yard attempt.
Amazing.
At the half by Finley Potter out of the hold of Bodie Yale. Well, you got to practice these scenarios, right?
Well, that's right.
I mean, you get in a game where you got to need a field goal to win it. And so Eastmont will try it here. 50-yard attempt from Finley Potter. Snap back, spot down, kick away, and it is going to come up short. In fact, return man is going to collect it, but he's in the end zone as Wiggins. And unlike college football, you can't return it out of the end zone. That goes back as a touchback. And so Davis will get it. You know, the Pirates would have been better to let that ball fall because I think they would have got the ball at the line of scrimmage. Well, it is the end of the half, no matter what the case. So the 50-yard field goal attempt is no good. And we will take a break here at the half and come back with halftime festivities and the Royal Court for 2025 for Eastmont High School at the half. All Eastmont 49-6 over Davis. We'll come back after this 2-minute timeout.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, one giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value. Toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary Bacon Cheddar Pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
Halftime where Eastmont leads here at homecoming over Davis 49-6. The drill team out there right now just finishing up their routine. And then I think we're going to be handing it off to the halftime festivities for homecoming and the announcement of the Royal Court. We have our cameras focused on the festivities at hand as they'll send it down to the field for a couple of tag team announcers that will be sharing the information as regarding the homecoming court. And we'll try to pick up that with our crowd microphone here at Wildcat Stadium. I see directions being given to a young lady who has a microphone in hand. And here we go with Eastmont High School's 2025 homecoming celebration and the Royal Court announcements.
Sorry guys, I'm out of breath.
Good evening. My name is Alyssa Mejia. And my name is Sophia Avalar. And we are here to introduce this year's Homecoming Royalty Corps. Before we introduce and welcome our Eastmont 2025 Homecoming Corps royalties, we would like to recognize all the past graduates from Eastmont. If you graduated from Eastmont, please stand and be recognized. Now then, on to the court members. The first couple we have our sophomore royalty, Prince and Princess, Lourdes Martinez and Santiago Lozano. Lourdes is daughter of Carla Rivera and Juan Martinez. Santiago is son of Sandra Arellano Enboyes and Silvestre Lozano. For second couple, we have our junior Prince and Princess, Gracie Bennett and Lyric Grable. Gracie is the daughter of Rachel and Nathan West, as well as Ernest Bennett. Lyric is the son of Destiny Grable and Travis Grable. And let's give it up for our third couple. We have our Duchess, Cora Howell, and our Duke, Carlos Perez. Cora is daughter of Angela Howell and Dennis Howell. Carlos is son of Veronica Perez and Carlos Perez. Now, for our senior royalty, in no particular order. For our fourth couple, we have our Princess, Lena Haberlock, and our Prince, Jackson Dodd. Lena is the daughter of Chloe Haberlock and Toby Haberlock. Jackson is the son of Karen Dodd and Greg Dodd. The fifth couple we have is our Princess Sofia Garcia and our Prince Connor Schwab. Sofia is the daughter of Sylvia Perez and Antonio Garcia. Connor is the son of Melissa Schwab and Sean Schwab. For our sixth couple, we have Princess Viviana Gonzalez and Prince Hiram Camacho. Viviana is the daughter of Rosalba Gonzalez and Miguel Gonzalez. Hiram is the son of Fabiola Gomez and Hiram Camacho. Let's give it up for our seventh couple we have tonight is Princess Kylie Polak and Prince Christian Murdoch. Kylie is the daughter of Caitlin Polak and Kevin Polak. Christian is the son of Letitia Murdoch and Earl Murdoch. And for our eighth and final couple, we have Princess Tia Turner and Prince Jackson Flores. Tia is the daughter of Lori Turner and Scott Turner. Jackson is the son of Jessica Bennett. Let's hear it one more time for all of our royalty members. And now, let's get it.
Looks like just about the time they are going to announce the king and queen. The microphone has gone dead. Oh, gosh. Okay, they're going to get a little help out there. Maybe, I don't know if the battery died on the microphone or what happened. We'll see if it works now. Nope. Well, there you go. I don't know what happened there. It was the final folks who came out. And I believe that is Tia Turner and Prince Jackson Flores. I think they are your king and queen for Homecoming 2025 here for Eastmont High School. Oh, yes, technology. Love it when it works. You hate when it don't. Okay, we'll take a break, come back. We've got halftime stats and a recap of the first half as we continue here with Eastmont leading at Homecoming at halftime 49-6 over Davis. We're back after this 2-minute timeout.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Eastmont outscored Davis 35-0 in the first quarter and 14-6 in the second quarter. Lead it here 49-6 at halftime. Homecoming festivities continue with the Royal Court on your screen. Let's do a quick recap of the first half. First of all, Eastmont took the ball. I think they won the toss and still decided to take the football as they collected it to start their first possession of the game at the 42-yard line. They would take it 6 plays, 64 yards. Akbadiat on the 3-yard touchdown run. The extra point made it a 7-0 ball game with 10:31 to go in the first quarter of play. The Pirates would go, 3 and interception. And that interception was the first of 2 in the first half for the Wildcats. Kamani Oyen, as he would take it back on the return, 35 yards for the touchdown. And just like that, Eastmont on top, 14-0 with 9:01 left in the first quarter of play. Davis would go 3 and out, punt the ball away on a 35-yard punt. Eastmont would get the ball at their own 40. And the drive this time would be a touchdown run by Bodie Yale from 7 yards out. Capped a 4-play, 60-yard drive, minute 58 off the clock. And with 5:40 to go in the first quarter, 21-0 Eastmont on top. Davis again would get the football back and punt the ball away. This time it would be a special teams play. It would be Dax Dixon, a 35-yard punt return touchdown. The extra point made it 28-0, and Davis had to be spinning their heads at that point, wondering what in the world happened. Did we get off the bus? 4:30 to go at that point. Davis went 3 and out, punted the ball away. Eastmont, good field position at the Davis 43. Would again go on a touchdown drive, 4 plays, 43 yards. Touchdown pass from 27 yards out from Peyton Zielinski to Dax Dixon. So Dixon scores on a punt return touchdown and then on a touchdown reception. Made it 35-0 with 1:11 still to go in the first quarter. The Pirates would put together a little drive this time, but turn it over on downs out around midfield. Eastmont had great field position to start their drive, but would get the ball intercepted by Ramos on a ball that was tipped on a little screen pass attempt. And just like that, Davis would take it 2 plays and would score from 47 yards out. The 10-yard pass play would be the difference from Newkirk to Worrell. The extra point was wide left, and with 7:55 to go in the first half, 35-6 at that point. Wildcats' most impressive drive was the ensuing one where they took it from their own 30-yard line, 10 plays, 70 yards, and 3 minutes 47 seconds off the clock by the time that Zielinski would pass to Akbadiat, and the extra point made it a 49-6 ball game. And there would be one more chance before the half after the Wildcats got the ball back on an interception. We'll make that, 45-yard interception return by Owen again, as he would take 2 back to the house on pick sixes. That made it 49-6. And after a punt, Eastmont went a little hurry up right before the half, tried a 50-yard field goal as time expired in the first half. It would be no good, and that would be your final score in that first half of play, 49-6 as they lead here at halftime. Teams are coming out of the locker room. We'll come back and get you the stats after this break here on the NCWLIFE channel. 2 minutes and we'll be back with stats and second half action. It's 49-6 Eastmont over Davis here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
You're watching live coverage of Big 9 football tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. At halftime, Eastmont on top of Davis by a score of 49-6. Grant Olson has been keeping track of the numbers in that first half, and I have a feeling it's kind of lopsided one direction.
I think you're right, Eric. Yeah, it's a little lopsided. First, we'll take a look at Eastmont's rushing attack. Bodie Yale, 5 carries, 59 yards in that first half, and a touchdown. Ethan Akprodiete. Akpo Diet, he had 7 carries, 79 yards. Akpo Diet. Okay. 7 carries, 79 yards and a touchdown. Austin Zielinski, 2 carries, 15 yards. Javen Britton had 2 carries for 10 yards, and Dak Dixon 1 carry for 7 yards. On the ground, the Wildcats 170 yards in that first half. Through the air, Peyton Zielinski 5 of 9, 69 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. 26 yards for Dak Dixon on 1 catch and a touchdown. 1 catch for a yard for Colt Mosher. Austin Zielinski had 2 catches for 34 yards, and Akro Diet also a catch for 8 yards. Akpo Diet.
We're going to
have it.
We're going to have it by the end.
I love the name.
Yeah.
We just got to get it right.
Yeah,
he had a catch for 8 yards and a touchdown through the air. 69 yards total for Eastmont. 239 in that first half. Now for Davis on the ground, Tajon Walker, 12 carries, 34 yards. Jackson Parks had 1 carry for 2 yards. Through the air, quarterback Noah Newkirk was 5 for 14, 45 yards and 2 interceptions. In fact, catching the ball, DeAnthony Wiggins had 1 catch for 37 yards. Blaine Worrell had a touchdown, also 2 catches for 12 yards. And also 1 catch for 14 yards for Tavon Rory. Total yards for Davis in that first half, 81. Like you said, 239 to 81.
They had 1 good drive, and then they took advantage of that only turnover by Eastmont that first half and scored in a couple of plays. You know, 3 yards on a carry for Walker, I mean, that gets you 3rd down and 1, right? So why not try to run it right up the middle and just try to chew some clock?
You know, and that's exactly what it is. 12 carries, 34 yards. So he's been the workhorse. That kid has worked his butt off in that first half with 12 carries, and he earned all those yards.
I didn't know if the officials were going to give that 3-minute warm-up clock. They have just started the 3-minute warm-up clock. That's mandatory going back here, 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
From the WIAA. So while they do the warm-up clock, let's go ahead and take another couple of minute break, and we'll come back. Second half action straight ahead here on the NCWLIFE channel, where the Eastmont Wildcats lead at homecoming tonight by a score of 49-6. Back with second half action right after this.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtimes.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Well, Davis set to return the opening kickoff of the second half as the Wildcats get one final body on the field here. Back to return the kick, DeAnthony Wiggins is back there for Davis along with Tajon Walker. And I'm trying to see who else is back there. Is it Ramirez, I think, potentially.
I can't tell either, Eric.
Hard to see the number from at
One
this
thing we haven't
vantage
mentioned
point.
is we'll have a running clock here in this second half.
We will have a running clock in the second half. Well, that means the only way to stop it is with a timeout or an injury. Speaking of which, a couple of injuries in that first half for the Wildcats as they lost their starting center, Riker Hall, with apparently a knee injury. He was carted off. He is back. Is that him? No, that's Britton. That also went down with, looked like an ankle injury. He's got some ice on it here at halftime as they are without a starting center and a running back. Wildcats trying to make the most of it. They got lots of bodies that they could throw in there, that's for sure.
Boy, they do.
49-6, we might see, what do you think, starters for start of the second half, and that's probably about it?
Yeah, I think this first probably series, and that's going to be it.
So here comes the kickoff. High end-over-end kick will be taken, of course, by the man whose number I couldn't see, and he will keep it around the 15 and out to the 17-yard line. Okay, that was Rory, Tevin Rory with the return. I swear it looked like he had a 20-something number, but turns out it's 10. And so Davis will have the first possession of the second half. And they'll put the ball down, where, at the 17-yard line. And that clock, by the way, started with the kickoff return and will continue to run here. So this will be a quick second half.
Yeah, it will.
Trips to the right here for Newkirk as he'll set the offense here. Put a man in motion from left to right is Worrell. A turn, fake the handoff, and Newkirk going to keep it for the first time in the game. Got it across the 20, and that's where he'll be spilled down there after a gain of 3 yards on first down. You know, if you're Coach Jay Dumar for the Davis Pirates, I mean, you've had some success on the ground here tonight. Man, you got a running clock, got a long bus trip home.
You know, I don't think their problems are offensively. It's defensively is where they're really struggling.
You give credit to Eastmont. They just are blocking it well up front. High snap, Newkirk turn, handoff, and not much happening on the left side there. Offensively on the dive play, maybe out to the 21-yard line was the ball carrier that time. Again, it's Walker on the carry. It'll be third down coming up from the 21. And with that running clock, we're already 2 minutes into the second half. 10 minutes and clock running here.
In the first half, Eastmont had 2 touchdowns by the 10-minute mark.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Holy cow. 2 receivers wide to either side here for Newkirk on a third down. Call it about 7 yards to go. Newkirk back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Flushed out. He'll run it across the 25 out to the 30. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. On a good scramble there as he goes into the far sideline. Finally chased out of bounds over there on the defensive side by Eastmont by Joel Manring. And a first down for Davis.
Makes you wonder why maybe Newkirk didn't scramble a little bit more in that first half.
Yeah, 7 yards on that gain.
Right.
Out to the 28-yard line. Crowd filled themselves full of popcorn and hot dogs at halftime, so they're satisfied right now, rubbing their bellies down below us. Handoff by Newkirk to Walker up the middle as he's spilled down across the 30 out to the 32. Good hard tackle there by a Wildcat who went up high to grab a hold of him. And I think it was Colton Arnold on the tackle that time for Eastmont.
So we do have some subs in there on defense, it looks like, don't we?
Yep, we do. 32-yard line is where the ball rests. So a 4-yard gain that time by Walker, who steps about 3 yards behind Newkirk in the backfield. On a second down and long here for the Pirates. Newkirk looks one side, looks the other, puts Walker in motion, looks his way, now throws downfield as he is absolutely belted. The ball goes out of bounds. It was uncatchable and absolutely hit hard as he got rid of the football was Newkirk there. Did you see who got in there, Grant?
I didn't. I was watching downfield at the pass, but I didn't see that.
So Arnold was in there giving some pressure. Also defensively up front for the Wildcats is Adric Kiedrowski. Also on the defensive front is Gavin Smith. We'll try to get as many of those names for you as we can. Tyson Gonzalez, senior out there, says, "I'm not coming out, coach." So the incomplete pass, third down and long coming up from the 32 of Davis. Pirates first possession of the second half, trailing at 49-6. Rolling to his right, Newkirk looking. Good coverage downfield. The ball somehow is collected out near the 40-yard line.
I thought it was picked off.
What a catch by by Blaine Worrell. I think he's got a touchdown pass tonight, and now he's got that collection there out to the 40. That'll be a first down on the 8-yard pass completion.
And he does have a touchdown tonight, yeah.
Also in defensively for Eastmont, A.J. Sens is out on a left corner. Over playing right corner is Peyton Lishka. So, yeah, they've got a lot of fresh bodies out there. Pimentel goes wide to the far side left here on a first down and 10. Motion man from left to right. High snap. Newkirk hands it off to Walker. He's spun down.
Boom.
Good play up the middle. Getting a big paw on him was Adric Kiedrowski. He's a wrestler. He knows about throwing people down to the mat.
300 pounds besides.
Second down coming up from the 41. Ball right hash mark. Second down and 9. And as quickly as we looked at the clock, we look again. 6.5 minutes left of the third quarter. Trips to the left. Wide receiver, one wide right for Newkirk. Back to pass, looking right, throwing right, lofting it downfield, looking for the receiver. Defender came through him, but was kind of going for the ball. The pass was intended downfield by, it was intended for DeAnthony Wiggins.
And you were exactly right, Eric. They were both going for the ball.
We must have a flag somewhere.
It up. He just waved it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that ball was uncatchable. It was out of bounds. Even though there is no such thing in high school football, by the way. There is no uncatchable ball.
Really?
Yes. If you have contact, the official can say he, contacted too early.
Interesting.
That could be pass interference, whether it's catchable or not. So that'll be third down now with the ball at the 41-yard line. Long time getting the play in as we're under 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Again, running clock with Eastmont on top, 49-6 here. All the scoring in the first half. Pimentel will go wide left, but first we're going to get a whistle, and we'll finally get a clock stoppage here on a timeout taken by Davis. They did stop the clock. Okay. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their number one priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop off available too. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. Also by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament or event today. Call the Pro Shop and schedule your time in their full swing S4 widescreen golf simulators. Call 509-884-4653. And by Sangster Motors, family owned and operated, home of the all-new electric Hummer pickup and SUV. Along with Grant Olson, Eric Grandstrom with you here from Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee, Washington, where it has been a fun night for the home team on homecoming night here for Eastmont.
Well, they've scored, as we mentioned, just about in every way possible. Interceptions, 2 of those for returns for touchdowns, a punt return for a touchdown, and everything is just clicking tonight for Eastmont. And a great defensive effort, too.
Absolutely. Kamani Owen is the person who picked off 2 balls in that first half, returned one 35 yards for a touchdown, and that wasn't good enough. So he returned the second one for 45 yards and a touchdown.
Be a game that he'll never forget his entire life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Remember back in homecoming in 2025? Excuse me. Logan Schmutzler, I think, is still out there defensively for Eastmont. another senior that says, no, I'm not coming out. It's homecoming. Turn, handoff, Walker trying to catch Eastmont, maybe napping a little bit, thinking pass, but no, it is a run play. And right there to gobble him up once again is Colton Arnold, 6 foot, 215-pound senior, coming through on homecoming night with a short gain out to the 44-yard line.
It's Walker's 17th carry in this game.
And he's back there in the tail of the eye here. And, oops, Eastmont jumped in the neutral zone. Finally, a flag comes out. And the clock will continue to run even with the flag.
On 4th down, too.
Yep. And that is a coaching moment right there. I think it's 4th and 6, though.
It is.
So it'll be 4th and 1 after they mark off the penalty. So, again, we talk about it. The only negative on the night here for Eastmont, 7 penalties and 70 yards.
Yeah.
Coach Jay Foster won't be happy about that. So the Pirates shorten up that 4th down call now on 4th and 1. Do they go to Walker? Do they maybe keep it with Newkirk? He's had some pretty good scrambles so far. 4-man defensive front for Eastmont as Newkirk will drop back to pass. Looking deep downfield, will throw, and we got bodies colliding. A flag comes down. They were looking for DeAnthony Wiggins again, and he was bowled over by the defensive back there. As I think on coverage there, getting a little bit too much of him was Peyton Lishka, and that'll be a penalty against the defense at a 1st down for Davis.
And he wouldn't have had to have done that.
No, the pass was way over his head.
It was way over his head. You know, I was thinking earlier, Eric, this is the first time, I think in a long time, we haven't done an Eastmont game without a Schneider playing in the game.
No, that's true. That's true.
Looking up and down the roster earlier today, thinking, there's no Schneiders playing?
They finally ran out. So after the pass interference call, it'll be a 1st down for Davis at the Eastmont 36. So the Wildcats really tonight, turnover on a pass that was tipped, and then Davis scored in 2 plays. Other than that, it's just been kind of Eastmont shooting itself in the foot.
It really has.
As the Wildcats lead at 49-6. Here's a pass downfield again, looking for a deep ball. Looking for Wiggins, and pass incomplete. Coverage downfield for the Wildcats by A.J. Sins. He was in the right place, and that ball thrown too far once again.
Newkirk struggles continue. 1 for 4 here in the 3rd quarter for 8 yards.
You know, that's one thing, too, on those long pass plays. It's still early in the season. You don't know if these guys have their wind yet. I mean, the wide receivers are running a long pass pattern on every play.
They really are.
You got to be in pretty good condition.
Newkirk just has to learn not to put so much air under these passes.
Yeah,
but maybe it's because of his height. He's trying to get it up and over.
He has to feel like he has to launch angle higher from the point of the launch because he's so small. Throws out in the flat to Walker. That was actually a lateral. Walker will take it inside the 35, spun down at the 33-yard line. Eastmont does a pretty good job of gathering up as Logan Schmutzler, I talked about him, saying he doesn't want to come out. He'll make the tackle. It'll be 3rd down, and the ball will be resting at the 33-yard line. So all that, and it was a gain of just 3 yards. 3rd down and 7 here for the Pirates. 2 receivers wide to the far side right. They'll send another one in motion that way. Newkirk wants to roll that way, throw that way. The ball is caught. Oh, dropped.
That was
Schmutzler
a heck
was
of a
stepping
pass.
in front. It was 8 versus 8 as DeAnthony Wiggins was looking to come back to his quarterback for the catch, but stepping right in the middle of it all was Logan Schmutzler. It's 4th down.
Yeah, that pass was on the money that time from Newkirk.
Clock winds with a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They will stop the clock at the end of the quarter.
Isn't that crazy? They have this ball the whole quarter.
Yeah. Well, and the quarter real time is about 5 minutes long right now.
No, that's true.
So Newkirk looking at a 4th down and long. Pumps, now throws, looking for the end zone. Got a receiver open. He catches it and goes into the end zone. Let's see. Is it a touchdown? Or are they going to say he's down at the 1-yard line?
32
Pimentel,
yards.
I believe, with was that his first catch of the night?
It's his second. His first one, minus 2 yards in the first half.
Well, down to the 1, so a big pass play there of, 32 yards on that pass play. So Davis knocking on the door again. Pirates trying to score here before the end of the third quarter. This will be the last play probably of the quarter. High snap. Newkirk throws right, looking for a loft in the end zone. Receiver there, and no good. It is the receiver out of bounds. And that'll be the end of the quarter. And, you know, as a former official, this is what you don't want. It's the end of the quarter. The ball's at the 1 yard line. You got to go 99 yards the other way to reset the ball for the start of the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and come back after a 60-second timeout. All Eastmont here tonight. 49-6. We're back after this.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, one giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value. Toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary Bacon Cheddar Pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
Our broadcast of Big 9 football tonight brought to you in part by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. Also by Valley Tractor, North Central Washington's trusted equipment and rental dealer for 75 years. By the way, Wenatchee was leading at halftime at Eisenhower tonight by a score of 21-0. Final score up in Blaine tonight. The Goats fall to the Borderites 33-19. As we mentioned earlier, Cashmere all over College Place tonight, 71-0. Running clock here, 49-6. Eastmont on top. Davis threatening on a 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line. Newkirk in a shotgun where he's been all night, shifting Walker from right to left before the snap. He will send a man in motion. They'll get the snap, look right, get flushed, now running for his life, throwing in the end zone. The ball intercepted back there by the Wildcats, and taking a knee is Eastmont. Grant, help me out on the number. I think that's Jacoby Mercado, number 15.
It is.
Coming up with the interception for Eastmont, and the Wildcats hold defensively.
3rd interception of the night for Newkirk.
Boy, and you know, you kind of feel bad for Davis in a way. I mean, they started that drive on their own 17-yard line, get it all the way down to the Eastmont 1, and can't punch it in.
Newkirk probably could have run that one in. He had some room there, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. We're not down there.
Yeah, that's true. So Mercado gets Eastmont their 3rd interception of the night. As I think we've got backups in now. Yes, we do on the offensive side for the Wildcats. Backup quarterback in is Jeremiah Yore, and whistles sound before they could get the ball snapped. Looks like maybe a motion penalty going to be against the offense here, or they got too many men out there. That could be with all the substitutes. The officials don't want to throw the flag. Well, are they going to? I guess the officials weren't ready. So it'll be a play over.
Interesting.
So do over. But now Eastmont still not sure what play they want to run here, as Jeremiah Yore comes back over to the sideline. The sophomore quarterback finally gets a signal, and we'll try to get the rest of the reserves that are in there as well for the Wildcats. They'll turn, fake the handoff. Yore dancing ahead will get positive yardage across the 20 out to the 24-yard line. Fourth quarter possession for the Wildcats started with 10:45 on the clock. Again, running clock here, second half. Who else to the Wildcats on the offensive line? Aiden Shiflett is in there. I see a 44 as a running back. That is Rylan Walt, maybe as a tight end for Rylan. You're in the shotgun. I mean, how exciting to get your first chance in varsity football. Delay a game going to be called against Eastmont here. 9 penalties and 90 yards tonight for Eastmont. That's the only negative that's happened all night long for Eastmont. Turnover, I'm sure they would love to have back. Ball that went off the hands of an intended target.
Right, and that's it.
That was it. Granted, it's so hot in this box. I put my gum down on a piece of tape here to save it for later, and now it looks like spaghetti. Another keeper, I believe, by Yor, and he is a little worse the wear for that one, as they'll drop him for a loss on the play back to the 17-yard line. Loss of a couple of yards after the 5-yard penalty. Wildcats shuffling bodies back and forth. Coming out is Brandon Vickery. Yor takes a snap, handoff to the wing from the left, coming back right, picking his way upfield. Short gain on the play across the 20 out to about the 23-yard line. Carry that time was by Ryan Marsh. It'll be 4th down for the Wildcats in a punting situation. Gain of 5 yards for Marsh. Now it's get everybody out there that's supposed to be on the punt team. You got subs everywhere, and Eastmont looks like they're missing a right guard right now on the punt team. Well, you got guys that thought their night was over. If you're a starter on the punt team, well, it looks like they're going to go without that person. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, they had 11 guys on the field. The snap was high, and Dixon going to try to punt the ball away. He got it away. How about that? As it will come to a rest at the 24-yard line. Snap went way over his head into the end zone. Dixon picks it up, gets it away. Well, that'll be coaching moments for later down the road.
That may be one of the most athletic plays I've seen in a while. That was amazing by Dixon, just to corral that ball before it went out of the end zone.
All right, Grant, I'm going to head down to the field because this final 7 minutes is going to go quickly, and get ready for our postgame show, which we'll have on the NCWLIFE channel. I'll let you take it away.
All right. Davis with it. Great field position. Down, as Eric's mentioned, 49-6, 6:44 clock running here. Eastmont will go to 1-1 overall after this. 1-0 in Big 9 play, so a great start for the Wildcats of this 2025 season. Davis still trying to get the right personnel out there, and they better hurry, running out of time on the play clock. Down to 3 seconds now, 2-1, and that is going to be a delay of game, I believe. And it is on Davis. New quarterback in the lineup for the Pirates as well. It's number 9, Nigel Hernandez, a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. So Hernandez in there now, number 9 for Davis. First down and 15 for the Pirates. Clock continues to move on this running clock. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left. Here's Hernandez, handoff. It's Park around the right side, running through the substitutes of the defense for Eastmont. And Park's a nice run. All the way down to the 9-yard line. 21 yards for Park on that carry. First down Pirates as they are now inside the 10 of the Wildcats. Once again, it's Hernandez, Nigel Hernandez in at quarterback. Out of shotgun, Park's behind him. Hernandez, the keeper. Park's the lead blocker, but boy, nothing doing there. Maybe a yard, but it looks like right back at the line of scrimmage, and that'll be about it. That'll bring up 3rd down now. As the player goes down on the field. That looked kind of strange. It looked like maybe he went down so somebody could get in there, but I don't think that's what happened. It's number 88, Gavin Smith, limping off. He does come off good news under his own power. Played a lot tonight. 6'3", 265-pound sophomore, and played well for Eastmont. In for him, Adrian Rodriguez, who's played very well tonight, back in on defense for the Wildcats. All right, here we go. 3rd down and goal for the Pirates. 4:40 left. Hernandez back to pass, got all kinds of time, places to run to, and then gets tackled from behind by, guess who, Adrian Rodriguez. And we may have another horse collar tackle, as Rodriguez did get him from the back there, just on the top of the shoulder pads and down doing that. It's so susceptible to injury, that horse collar tackle. So that'll give Davis half the distance to the goal. Remember, the clock continues to move. It was 3rd down and goal. And that's an automatic 1st down for the Pirates, as our game clock now dips under 4 minutes left to go. All Eastmont here tonight in their season opener of the 2025 Big 9 schedule. Once again, we will be at Lebofto Field at the Apple Bowl next Friday night as the Wenatchee Panthers host the Moses Lake Mavericks, one of the top 10 teams in 4A football. All right, Hernandez, the snap, the handoff. Hernandez is going to keep it, fake me out, and he runs into the end zone for a touchdown. So Hernandez gets the Pirates another 6. Clock is still moving at 3:14. 49-12 our score. I'm sure Davis will go for 2 here. Down 49-12. Hernandez under center with Jackson Parks along his left side. 2 receivers split left, 2 to the right for Davis. Here's Hernandez, back to pass, straight back drop, too high into the end zone for his intended receiver, and that was Jimmy Ramirez, so the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. 2:30 now as the clock continues to move. 49-12, Eastmont on top, and this Eastmont possession should put this clock away and the ball game. And the funny thing is, I'm keeping stats for both teams. Eastmont 1 stat, period, in the entire second half, and that is a 4-yard run by the backup quarterback Jeremiah Yore. That is it in this entire second half with this running clock. Davis has had it and punched it into the end zone. 49-12 our score as the Wildcats take the field. And as Wildcat coaching staff, you have to love these kinds of situations. You get a lot of players with varsity playing experience, and boy, that could come in handy down the stretch when injuries kind of catch up with you late in the season, and maybe you need a player that's played well off the bench, and it just helps so much, and Eastmont's been able to do that tonight. Boy, Eastmont might get a playoff. Our clock down to 1:19 left now as Davis gets set to kick it off. One minute now left to go in this one. Here's the kick. Christopher Mangua with the kick. Is taken by an up man for the Wildcats. And it's number 10, Dak Dixon, with that return. Gets it out to about, the 33-yard line. So Eastmont will take it here. 40 seconds left. They'll get to run one play, and that'll do it for this ball game. I'll have the final game stats for you after a break at the end of this one, and then we'll send it down to the field, and Eric Granstrom will have our post-game show with our player of the game. Yore, the handoff around the right side, and that's James Corlett. 8 seconds, 7, and that is going to do it here from Wildcat Stadium at Eastmont High School, where the Eastmont Wildcats come away with a big 49-12 victory over the Davis Pirates. We will take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with stats, and we'll send it down to the field with Eric Cranstrom. All that coming up as our post-game show begins here on the NCWLIFE channel. Once again, we're back in 3 minutes. Stay with us.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Grant Olson back with you in the booth at Wildcat Stadium, where the Eastmont Wildcats have just defeated the Davis Pirates by a final score of 49-12. Let's take a look at the stats now. First, for the Davis Pirates, end up with 80 rushing yards, 72 passing yards for a game total of 152 yards. Tazon Walker ends up 18 carries, 54 yards on the night. Jackson Parks for the Pirates, 2 carries, 23 yards, and 3 carries for 9 yards for the quarterback, Noah Newkirk. Noah Newkirk through the air, had a tough night. 10 out of 24 for 88 yards, 3 interceptions on the night. So as I mentioned, 70 yards passing total for the Davis Pirates. As far as receiving goes, 2 catches for Damian Pimentel for 34 yards, 1 catch for DeAnthony Wiggins, the top receiver. Only 1 catch tonight, but it was for 37 yards. Blaine Worrell, 3 catches for 20 yards for the Pirates. Tazon Walker out of the backfield had a couple of catches, 3 yards on the night. And Tavon Rory had 1 catch in the first half for 14 yards. For the Pirates, 152 total yards. And for the Wildcats, I only had to put one stat in the entire second half, and that was one carry by the backup quarterback, Jeremiah Yore, for 4 yards. Rushing for Eastmont. So we'll go with the first half totals because that's what we've got. Bodie Yale, 5 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown. Ethan Acrodiete, I hope I got that right. 7 carries, 79 yards. He had 2 touchdowns on the night. 2 carries for 15 yards for Austin Zielinski. 2 carries, 10 yards for Javen Britton. And 1 carry for 7 yards for Dax Dixon. And I mentioned 1 carry for Jeremiah Yore for 4 yards in that second half. Through the air, Peyton Zielinski ends up 5 of 9, 69 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Big target tonight, his brother, Austin Zielinski, 2 catches, 34 yards. Acrodiet had 1 catch for 8 yards and a touchdown. Dax Dixon, 1 catch, also a touchdown for 26 yards. So Eastmont, 174 yards rushing, 69 yards passing on the night for a total of 243 yards. So Eric Granstrom getting set down on the field with our player of the game. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with Eric right after this. Stay with us.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
And welcome back here on the postgame show on the NCWLIFE channel as the Eastmont Wildcats celebrate homecoming with a 49-12 win over the Davis Pirates, running clock in the second half. Now a couple of our stars of the game joining us. We have Kamani Owen. I got your name wrong during the call. I apologize for that.
It's okay, sir.
Okay, all right. And we've got Dax Dixon here joining us as well. The Wildcats scored 35 points in the first quarter. It was kind of a done deal by then, but they had to play the rest of the game. First of all, not one but 2 interception return touchdowns for you tonight. Talk about that first one, 35-yard return I had you for. Tell me about that play.
So basically, I saw him go on the in, no, it was the out, and then the ball gets batted, and I was like, oh my God, I got to get it. I thought I was going to get chased down by the quarterback, but I stayed up, rushing into the touchdown, and it was amazing.
Yeah, about the 5-yard line, it looked like you had a crowd to get around, and somehow you got your way through.
Yeah, I don't know how I did, but we did it.
So do you guys have any kind of call when there's a pickoff like that? Do you guys, fire or something like that so everybody else knows, oh, I got a block now?
Yeah, it's called ice. We go ice, ice, ice.
Okay. All right. Well, you iced that one pretty well. Then, second quarter, you get another one. 45 yards on this return. Talk about that play.
Me and our safety, Jackson Kenyon, we just played it really well, batted it up, and I was just there behind him to help him out.
That return looked kind of slow motion. Did it feel like kind of slow?
It felt really slow. I felt like I was out there for a minute. It was crazy.
Did you think you were going to get the end zone? Because it just kind of was slow and developing, and then suddenly, there you are.
No, I did not think I was going to get it, but our amazing defense and our blocking scheme helped a lot with that.
Well, congratulations on a couple of interception return touchdowns. You know, Eastmont's getting old hat on that whole thing because they did that a bunch of times last year. Meanwhile, punt return touchdown tonight. That also, Dax Dixon, looked kind of a slow motion kind of a play.
Yeah, well, I'm big now, so I'm not the 175 I used to do in wrestling. So I'm a little slower, but I could still at least run. And the blocking was there, so it was free loop.
Now, do you guys call a punt return left or right in the huddle before the actual punt?
Yeah, so like all week we'll be saying, oh, we're turning left, we're turning left, we're turning left. So we all know where we're going. We all know where the blocks are going to be. So it just depends where how the team's kicking.
It's one thing to get the ball at midfield. You guys were going to have great field position, but another thing for you to return that punt for a touchdown. Is there a point during that return where you go, okay, I got the corner?
Yeah, I did, and I was also thinking, like, oh, my offense is going to hate me. I mean, they've been off the field for like 10 minutes now. But, I mean, I wanted it, so.
Yeah. I mean, a touchdown's a touchdown. Talk about this win and what this means for you guys to get your first win and to defend the home turf at homecoming.
I mean, it just shows that we put in the work and we weren't distracted by homecoming. And, like, we played with a chip on our shoulder against, I mean, we lost Post Falls, and we came back and proved that we are a team to compete with and that we can do great things like we did today.
Well, good win all the way around for the Wildcats. I got to ask, that's a senior, by the way, on homecoming, so big time for him. How about for you being a junior? Do you feel the pressure to kind of help these guys out their senior year?
Yeah, a little bit. My first year starting as a junior, it feels great just to help out with these guys and play with them.
Well, they got the big win tonight, 49-12 over the Davis Pirates to celebrate homecoming. Okay, dance tomorrow night. You doing the dance?
Probably not. I can't dance to save my life.
Well, you had two chances to dance in the end zone. Oh, wait, you can't do that in high school football. Dax, you got a homecoming date tomorrow night?
No, sadly not.
What?
I know.
Ladies, we got to take care of these guys. All right. We'll take a break, come back, talk to Jay Foster. I know there's one thing on this stat sheet he's not going to be too happy about. 9 penalties, 90 yards. I know he's not going to be happy about that. We'll talk to Jay Foster coming up as the postgame show continues next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit, right?
Your golf course and grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back here on the postgame show after the Eastmont Wildcats win their homecoming game tonight, 49-12 over the Davis Pirates. A running clock in the second half. Coach Jay Foster joining us now. Coach, there's good and bad about being up so much you get the running clock, but then also you want to get guys playing time, right?
Yeah, we tried to get some young guys in there in the second half to give them a little bit, but you're right, with the running clock, you don't get them nearly as much as you would like to see them. That's correct, yeah.
Talk about 35 points in the first quarter, scoring just about, I think the only thing you didn't get was a safety, for goodness sakes. What a quarter.
Yeah, it was. That's what I looked up, and it was 35-0, and I realized there's still like 2 minutes left in the course. Like, okay, not that I'll take that anytime we can get it. But it was, both sides of the ball and special teams. So as a coach, you can't ask for a whole bunch more. And I just wished we could have continued that overall dominance throughout the entire game, but It's all right.
Kind of human nature, though. You get up, 49-0, and it's like, okay.
Absolutely. You know, that's part of it, trying to get kids to understand. I get it. I get the little bit of letdown, but we've got to learn to play with a lead, just like you have to learn to play from behind. And we try to, you never step off the gas, just keep going. And because that's, if you don't, when you start playing teams that are a little better equipped to handle being behind and can make some plays, you can get yourself in hot water pretty quick if you don't keep after it.
And speaking of, scenarios and playing it out on a Friday night, I love what you did right before half, trying to get yourself in field goal position in a 50-yard attempt. Talk about that.
Well, once I realized we had a chance, the kid's got a leg. I'm trying to get him some experience kicking. He's a sophomore, and he has a tendency right now to overstride and overthink, and like a golf swing, it's 500 yards away, so suddenly I have to hit it that much harder, and he's got a great leg. So I'm just trying to get him to settle in and get comfortable with the timing and the stroke and the whole thing. So the more kicks that I can get him, I'm going to try, even if it doesn't seem realistic, because he can make it from there if he strikes the ball well.
Talk about real quick that stand here at the goal line right behind us, with a lot of substitutes in there, and it's a couple of downs from the 1 yard line, you get an interception.
Exactly. That's every time we've been a state caliber team, we've been able to make those stands on a consistent basis throughout the course of a season. And one of the things on the defensive side that we've tried to pride ourselves over the years, once the ball gets inside the 10, that's our territory, and we're not going to let you score. So it was good to see that we need to come up with those, so yeah, it was really good and satisfying to see that our kids need to get that mentality.
I had you 9 penalties for 90 yards. I know that's probably the one thing. If there's one thing tonight, you had a turnover, but if there's one thing, I'm sure you're probably not too thrilled about the penalties.
Yeah, the things that I don't like is on the offensive side, when we get those ones, the holding calls are going to happen sometimes. I don't like those ones where, we try to explain to the guys, the running back's already through and gone. There's no sense to waste a block at that point. Then that guy's not catching them, not our kids, And so trying to get them to understand where that effort comes in and where, okay, I need to lay off. And anytime we dead ball fouls drive me nuts, jumping off sides and, stuff like that. Those are the silly ones because you control them.
Right.
And we've got to clean that up if we're going to be good.
But again, that's week 2. I mean, it's only a second game, for goodness sakes.
Absolutely. And I'm hoping we continue to build. I think we needed this one. Yeah. After last week, it was a heartbreaker, and our guys needed to see how good they could be, because I think next week's going to be, every time we've played Sunnyside, it's been a nail biter, and they play tough, and we got to get down there and they play tough at home. So I'm glad we got this one. You've talked about keeping everybody healthy. We got a couple injuries tonight. One of them I think's done.
Is that Riker?
Yeah, I think Riker's done. We'll see. We'll see what the doc says. The other one, I think it'll just be let's get him rehab, and the ankle, we should be able to get him back. So Javin Britton, and Javin's been real plus for us this year.
No kidding. Well, homecoming win, that's always a good thing.
Absolutely.
You were talking to the boys about being smart tomorrow night and enjoying the dance and enjoying. We just talked to the two heroes of the game. I mean, you had many, but we had Owen here and we had Dixon here. Neither one of them have dates for the dance tomorrow night, Coach. We got to work on that.
Well, I know their parents love them, but did you really take a good look at those two?
Do you have a date for tomorrow night, right?
Well, only if my wife will have me. She kind of stuck with me. That's the beauty of it,
Congrats on the win tonight.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.
There you go. Jay Foster joining us here on the postgame show. We'll take one more break, come back, wrap it up here from Eastmont, where the Wildcats win homecoming 49-12 over Davis. We're back after this.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
So a dominant performance by the Eastmont Wildcats here at homecoming with a 49-12 win over the Davis Pirates to improve to 1-1. Davis falls to 1-2 on the season. As Coach mentioned, they'll be taking on Sunnyside next week. We'll be at the Apple Bowl next Friday night for Wenatchee and for Moses Lake. That should be an interesting one. Last check we had was Wenatchee on the road at Eisenhower with a 21-0 lead heading into the second half. That's going to wrap it up for our broadcast here tonight. First of all, thanks back in the studio to Eli Ginter, also to Tucker Wagner, and I think I heard Malcolm Whitehall back there as well, even though it's his day off, for goodness sakes. Thanks to Cagney Fox, our line producer here on site. Also thanks to our camera crew, Dan Kuntz and Paul Collard up above, Juan Sanchez and Callie Benson here down on the field. Sorry about that, Callie. I messed it up. As well as Corey Stanfield. Thanks for helping out tonight. How about that? Getting a little assist. For Grant Olson, I'm Eric Granstrom. That's going to wrap it up here tonight as the Eastmont Wildcats knock off the Davis Pirates 49-12. Have a good night, everybody. Hand off to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from two. Squirts between the...
Thanks for watching exclusive coverage of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. This broadcast has been sponsored in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dick Seating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. We now return you to normal broadcasting already in progress on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
Down. Beautiful read by Ryan Branham. He'll score from 20 yards out. 20 yards out.